Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today we are going to be grinding out Runepriest like crazy. So yeah, we're going to be going and trying to get everything that we need in order to go and go get top 3. So we're going to be spending a absurd amount of gems, somewhere in the absurd range of absurdness. We'll see exactly, but it's going to be somewhere around, I believe, 2,000 something, probably 2,500, could even run a little bit higher. We could go and still maintain about more than, more than about 20,000 if we want. But I don't know, we'll just see as it goes, how much we're going to spend. Also, I just noticed, yeah, I know, I was about to say that, the mic is probably, what is up with the mic right now? Hold up. My bad. Let me talk quieter. I was noticing that too. It's like going all over the place. That's why I was like hesitating with my chatting. Let's see. One moment. I don't know why it's all out of whack. Let's see. Sounds. Volume setting. Where is my mic? One moment. I don't know why it's so weird. I didn't change a single thing. That's normal, that's normal. Everything is normal. Let me try unplugging the mic real quick and plug it back in. Highly doubt that will do anything. Let's see, is it still horrible? No, it's back to normal now. Why did that fix it? What? That doesn't make any sense. All I did was unplug the mic and plugged it back in. Okay, is audio fine now? It should be fine now. Sorry about that. That's really weird. Literally all I did was unplug it and plug it back in. That's strange. But yeah, let me know if it's fine now. It should be. But yeah, that was really weird. I didn't change a single thing other than it now just being plugged back in. That's weird. Anyways, now that that's fixed, let's go and go do our let's go do Runepriest. And I am going to be keeping track of the exact amount of gems we spend in order to get this done. So 30. I already know it's 1,350 to get all the way to the top, and then we'll have another 500 to buy the final pack. Let's go get that. See if we get a legend or a mythic. Should be able to. Gotten it before. Unfortunately, there's nothing really good here. The only thing we could really get is Highforge and Stonehammer. Highforge is pretty nice, though. Oh, and Gorgotha. No, you can't get Gorgotha. Never mind. Yeah, you can only get Highforge and Runepriest. I mean, Highforge and, what's it called? Stonehammer. Those are the only two that you could possibly get that'd be pretty relevant. I guess more copies of Grimlet and stuff, too. But, you know, of, like, higher rarity stuff. And we'll buy one of these. So that brings us now to a total of 1,850 gems is what we've spent so far. And we'll leave it at that because that is 56 battles. So we're going to be here for a while, obviously. Quite a while. We could go even further than that. We probably will be. But just for now, let's keep it at that. Actually, you know what? Maybe we do buy another 50 or 20, whatever it is. That would bring us to still have over 20,000 gems. So you know what? Actually, we will go buy one more pack. I don't know if I will regret it. Well, let's see. Every single one of these champions defeated. We can kind of gauge it based on this. So currently, the main thing we have to defeat is 85. I'm not sure if I'm actually going for number 1 just because of how gigantic the gap is at the moment. We'll have to judge that better by the time we finish all the battles we currently have. But let me see. Is our current amount of battles enough to make leaderboard? Yes, it is. So I think for now, we're going to leave it at this. And then we'll go from there. Because we're going to need to spend a lot of not just gems, but also time. And with how much of a time lead he has, I'm not even sure if we could pass him. Because if he's playing the entire time, we're probably not passing that. So I think our main goal is just to make second. And second's actually not too expensive right now. If we can get it for 1,850, that's not too bad a deal. Because we get 400 of our gems back, so it's only 1,450. And then we're getting 2 major orbs. That is pretty expensive if neither of those are a blue or a purple. But, yeah, hopefully we'll get at least 1 blue out of it. But we'll see. If nothing else, we'll make a day out of it and have some fun. And if nothing else, we are technically getting Runepriest EXP too. We pretty much have maxed Runepriest, or not maxed, it's now level 88 because of all the EXP that we've bought in. But anyways, let's go and do that now. Just go fight it. Start here and go from there. So right now I'm currently using a doomed weapon. I believe I'm going to be switching into bronze lock pistol or something else. I'm not 100% certain. But the general premise of this team is Grimlet, Apothecary, Highforge. You can also end up running Deep Borer instead in first slot. But we're running like this. We have our cleanse, we have our AoE. This will be replaced out later for probably bronze lock pistol or something else, just because I'm mainly just running this for the quicker battles early on. It has enough damage to one-shot everything. So all we do is just do this, immediately hit, dead. It's not going to last too long, but for now we have instant one-shot. Yeah, we'll be here for a while. This is definitely not going to take a small amount of time, that's for sure. That's why we're doing a morning stream, even though it's a Thursday. Otherwise, there'd be no way we'd get it done on the nightly stream. We'd be streaming all the way until reset time if we did. And even then, we might not even make it. Hey, that reminds me, we have the controller set up. I should probably be using it. I have it set up so we'd save some time. But we can do it on some of the menus to save ever so few seconds. That's going to add up. We can just convert with that, get it immediately, get our hit dead. And I believe we can spam click Y. I believe it, yeah, it will automatically pick whichever one is next in order. So I guess we don't bother constantly doing it from the right to the left. We'll just do it from left to right because auto-clicking starts it from the left. It's not going to be that big a deal as long as our final battle is towards the right instead of the left. But we are far, far away. We're like hours upon hours away from the final battle, so don't need to worry about that anytime soon. Also, hello everyone! Hello Famous, hello JZG, hello Michael, hello Carlo, hello Walter, hello Decrill, hello JZG, I already said JZG, hello Humberto, I'm starting to repeat everyone, hello Famous, Jason, Fabulous, September Black, and everyone else, welcome. Hope all of you have been having a good holiday so far. New Year's right around the corner. Another Valraven already, nice. Do we have any convert though? Nope, not nice. Okay, we'll take a yellow. Oh, it could take a purple. Okay, oh well. As long as the Valraven doesn't escape, which it better not. So place your bets now. How many Valravens escape today? My bet is on 2. Ideally, I obviously want that to be 0. But I'm leaning towards 2 Valravens escape today. Maybe 3. Probably 2. Hello Bruno, hello Chad, hello Rasa, welcome. Okay, we'll go and not convert anything. I think when we don't have that first turn convert. There we go. They're hit again. Oh, yeah, I probably should have double checked to see if that was enough damage, and it isn't. I think we still stick with AoE though, because switching over to bronze lock isn't worth it yet. But I don't know, I think around like 3 or 4 we start switching to bronze lock. Well, this event has some yellows. It's being blocked right now by yellow. There's probably not a lot of them, but they're still around. What does this convert again? Oh, is it green? Why do you both have to convert green? That's awful. I didn't even realize that. I wasn't planning on using this weapon too long, but still, that's not good. Alright, we'll take that. Grab our hit. You say 0. That'd be amazing. I highly doubt that, though. That's one of the reasons I actually want to switch into bronze lock pistol. It might be slightly slower, but it's going to guarantee we kill every Valraven. Because oddly enough, Brown doesn't have too many really good single target weapons. Bronze lock pistol is one of the better ones of it. So we don't have a gigantic amount of things to choose from. Yeah, we'll take that. Compared to some weapons anyways. And it was killed with Highforge. We do have 6 less damage because I'm not using Runepriest. I feel like it's better not using Runepriest though. I'm not sure yet. We get 6 less damage on the thing and we get slightly less stats overall throughout our team. But we are getting that 1 explosion every single time we take a extra turn. And that explosion is on a yellow, which technically ever so slightly denies Valraven. So I think overall it's going to be better to keep it as is with Titan. We'll see though. We might switch into Runepriest later. If there was ever time to use Runepriest, now would be it. So we'll see. Especially if we're not trying for number 1, because we would actually need some Runepriest XP. The only other big issue with that too I would actually have to spend 50 gems because I did switch into Titan in the last several hours. So, yeah, I'd lose 50 gems if we did switch to Runepriest. So we'd really have to commit to it if we did. But for now, I'm pretty sure we're just going to stick with Titan. Seems fine. Titan is always the answer. And we got an extra turn there. Didn't even need it, but it's helpful. Okay, did we switch? I think I'm already gonna switch. Bronze lock pistol, weapon, put that right there, boom. The only slight issue with this too is with controller doing that quickly is not gonna go as quickly. At least with one hand anyways. Normally if you're using a controller, you're using both hands on it. So it's kind of awkward using it with only one. I'm only clicking one button to do all the confirmation things, but doing it with two is gonna be kind of weird. I think the better way of doing it is click, 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 and do it like that. Just do like multi-clicks like that. Slightly annoying too because it brings it back to the middle whenever I do that. Whenever I switch between them. Okay, yeah, maybe we still keep a AoE weapon. Maybe we still keep an AoE weapon. I say that, and then we'll find a Valraven and it'll escape. Could go Black Manacles. But then we're being, like, super dependent on if it actually gets a, Devour. My biggest concern with Black Manacles is Valraven escaping. If it wasn't for that factor, I'd probably be using it right now. Kill with High Forge. There we go. Oh, no problem, Mark. Glad I could help. And if anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, just let me know. Otherwise, a good majority of the stream obviously is trying to make Runepriest leaderboard. That's pretty much what the entire stream is dedicated to. Okay, we got a Valraven. Should be easy to deal with. So many extra turns. I think we just killed him off extra turns alone. We almost just killed him off extra turns alone. What even is this battle? Oh, for a second I thought it was still our turn. That would have been amazing. Okay, no extra turns, so let's throw a High Forge there. And take all the mana we need. Yeah, it's still our turn. I don't know why I thought it was not our turn after that. It automatically gets an extra turn too. Well, I mean that as in, well, it doesn't automatically get an extra turn. But even if we're frozen, we still get the extra turn. Because it cleanses, is what I meant by that. And we overkilled it with a skull. Oops, if I click it with the mouse, I actually can't click the other buttons with the controller. That's weird. You had no idea you were going to stream Thursday morning? Are you still streaming Friday morning? Oh yeah, we're still streaming Friday morning. Probably still streaming Saturday morning too. Because we do have new faction tomorrow, obviously. Or not obviously, but you know, we'll be... Since there's a new faction, we're definitely going to be covering that in depth. But yeah, we should still be streaming on Saturday too. We'll see how things go. But, yeah, we're definitely streaming tomorrow because of new faction. We'll be doing everything with new faction, doing the entirety of the event for it and all that good stuff. And going over to new troops, messing around with them. I believe the weapon and the legendary are actually somewhat relevant. Not like meta-breaking relevant, but relevant enough that they would actually be usable. There's not too many good troops that have ever come in through factions, but finally getting some. or at least situationally good. Not sure if they reworked it yet. I haven't actually looked at the page for it in the last week or so. Oh, find out tomorrow. Am I going to be purchasing the Steam controller? I don't think so, actually. I don't know, I've been enjoying the GameCube controller too much for nostalgia. Well, it's not actually a GameCube controller. It's just a normal USB controller that looks like a GameCube controller in the layout of a GameCube controller. I don't actually play too many games where I could actually even use the Steam controller, which is one of the main reasons why. Also, I have slowly been starting to ease back into console gaming instead of PC gaming. Mainly because I got the Nintendo Switch, and it's been ages since I've actually had a console prior to that. My prior console to that was literally a Wii. That's how old it has been since I've had a proper console. It's been like 8 years, not counting the Switch I just got the other month. Yeah, Steam controller for 25 bucks isn't actually that bad. I've heard really mixed impressions about it, though. But for 25, that's not too bad. I'll take the around. What else? Take a red. Grab a High Forge down. Do we even have alignment? No, we do not. Well, not in the way I want to have it. Get our kill, just so he doesn't hurt us. Gonna do whatever here. Okay, I don't believe we have any of that. I'm still going for it, though. Then we'll go for Bronze Lock. He'll just sit on Barrier. He'll go do a thing. It's fine. Grab all the manas we need. Get Apothecary going. We'll throw that down on you. Get a High Forge in there. I don't know if I could actually get used to the Steam controller with how the layout is. It's definitely not normal. It's really interesting, though. But, I don't know. I don't know if I could ever actually get used to how it's set up. It's kind of weird. Go get Apothecary. Throw down another hit somewhere. Move that over. Get another High Forge. I'll take a Skull, why not? Oh, I could have converted that. Whoops. That would have been better since we could have gone High Forge. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. We have Enrage on him. Every single time he casts. He also has that little bit of an HP buff. Hello, Iron Malt. Welcome. Valraven. Nice. Okay, let's go take the green over. No converts that are worth it, so move that. Grab another convert, go from there. Okay, we can kind of move that down, so that's fine. We'll get our thing right there. Roll with that. High Forge it. And just keep going. Oh, High Forge doesn't hit him, though. Let me just Bronze Lock Pistol spam. Don't need him escaping. Or reason why we're using it in the first place, even if it's slightly slower. It greatly reduces the chance of a Valraven actually escaping from us. Oh, why'd I do that? I could have just hit the next one in line. The burn would have killed it. Guaranteed, because it refreshes the burn every cast. So I actually didn't need to do that. That was a bit overkill. Excessively overkill, actually. Because we hit it with a whole 27 extra damage that we didn't need. Do you know a low-level team to win? Highforge is pretty useful. So I don't know if you have Highforge or not. But worst comes to worst. Oh, actually, I don't know if you have Grimlet fully traded yet or either or not. Well, there's a couple different ways you could go about it. One of the absolute cheapest would be to go something like Mang into triple Dwarven Gate. And yes, triple Dwarven Gate, I'm not even kidding. And set your banner to a +2 blue. Then go get your first gate up to full mana, your second gate up to at least 5 mana. Then you cast your first gate, then your second gate, then your third gate, then Mang, then first, second, third, Mang, and just keep repeating that until you win, essentially. And you'll perpetually have Barrier forever. And as long as you don't have a mana drain, I don't think there's any mana drain options this week. Because that's the only thing that gets in the way. Yeah, there's... Oh, no, there is Corvash. So you'd have to change it up for that one battle. But every other battle, you'd pretty much be able to get away with that. Also, this battle might be slightly annoying because it moves your team. But alternatively, you could just use any brown weapon into Apothecary. That's really cheap. She has Cleanse, she has Convert. You just keep spamming that. Also pretty cheap is just to spam Deep Bore. It does give those extra blues, and you just can just keep getting brown off of that. Highforge, if you have it, you should be using it. It gives half mana to all dwarves, and literally everything that you're allowed to use is a dwarf. The only thing that wouldn't be too relevant with is Grimlet. But still, even in the context of this team, it still gives Apothecary half mana, which that alone is enough to win. Anything, a weapon, or like using Mang or any brown weapon into Apothecary Highforge, that alone is enough to win out this entire class event, if you want to go down that route with it. Yeah, basically any team built around Dwarven Gate, Apothecary, Deep Bore, Grimlet, and Highforge are the main things that you're looking to do. Everything else, while some of these are good in other contexts, it's not really good for this event. But, yeah, mainly those 5, right? That's 5? Yeah, these 5. Highforge, Dwarven Gate, Grimlet, Deep Bore, Apothecary. You could literally use any of those 5 and you probably have a fine team. Or any other combination of that. But those are the main 5 you want to put into your team. And the cheaper ones of those are like Apothecary and Deep Bore if you don't have better options. And then just use a good brown weapon with it as Titan. Yeah, do be careful if you use Mang. There's one battle that does move your position this week. So that could be a little bit annoying if you use Mang, because obviously you want to be in first slot if you're using Mang. I should have just taken that skull. Whoops. Also, I should probably be hitting his summoner. That's one of the other reasons why we're using Bronze Lock Pistol. We can specifically target out summoners if we need to. Also, I guess we could technically do that with Highforge too. The summoners are always in one of the last 2 slots in this game mode. So we could theoretically kill it that way too, but it will. Also, if it actually gets a kill, which it almost just did, we can just resummon, so it's not that big a deal. Oh no! You know what? I'm gonna get that resummon. No. You're not getting a kill on us. Whoops, I might accidentally win this battle. I do not want to do that. Whoops, I almost just did it. Let's see. I think we're gonna accidentally win. It's probably not even worth trying to do this just for 1 point, but I'm still gonna do it. What do we need? I need red or brown. Why is everything so awful? Let's take that. There we go. And then we'll kill with Highforge. All that for 1 point. Worth it. It's probably not worth it at all. Especially with how many battles we're doing. 1 point is not going to make a difference. But 1 point like 100 times is, so I don't know. I guess it's somewhat worth it. Just waste a lot of time trying to get that every single time when that happens. It's going to waste a good like 13 seconds to a minute every time. Which probably isn't worth it for only 1 point. Mikhail is actually the most annoying thing on this team. I don't know why I'm aiming for that. I was just trying to hit the scraps. Well, I guess that Devour could be too. Oh, never mind. What am I saying? Devour is actually completely irrelevant. Our entire team's immune to Devour. There's not a single thing on our team that is not immune. All 3 of the dwarves have it, and Titan, of course, has it as well off the final trait. So, yeah, every single thing has immune. So don't even need to worry about that guy. Good morning, Deathshade. Welcome. Yeah, Earth's Fury would be fine to use instead of Mang. You definitely wouldn't have the issue with movement Like, this would be the main issue with using Mang right here. Bullet moves you, and Chief moves you. But yeah, you could just use Earth's Fury instead, and then it doesn't matter if it moves you because everything has high attack. Okay, we'll throw a High Forge down. Let me take some reds there too. Grab High Forge. Just damages him some. Take Skull. Get a hit on him. He'll just go do a poke. He'll just hit on barrier. It's fine. If anything, he just made it more protected now that it's now safe and lasts a lot. That's helpful. And that was poking a few times. Probably should have went for that Skull first. There we go. Now we'll take it. Oh yeah, I haven't even been claiming any of the rewards yet. We're going to easily have these, obviously. It's not even in question. Let's see. Oh no, they're still moving up. We might need to buy another pack. Yeah, we're probably going to need to buy another pack. Should we go do it now? We should probably go do it now. Yeah, let's do it now. Why not? Ah, the gems! Ow! So we bought that 2 times now, right? Yes. So that brings our total spending to 2,350 gems is how much we've spent on this current event. Which is still over 20,000, so that's fine. We've been getting a bigger stack lately. Oh, also, still need to recruit some people. I believe we have 1 or 2 spots open. No, we still have 2. I believe someone's filling the other one, though. But yeah, if anyone's interested, we do still have 2 spots open. We always get all of the objectives done, even if we have less people. I believe we're almost already done with invasions. Yeah, we're already there. Yeah, if anyone wants to join, there's still a major orb left, and we still have 2 spots left, so just let me know. Requirements are 1 million gold and being able to do good in all the guild-related events like raids, invasions, Tower of Doom, Guild Wars, all that good stuff. Ideally level 1,000 plus, and ideally with most of the stuff in the game. But if any of you are around there, let me know, as we have 2 spots left. Anyways, let's continue with the Runepriest. Hello, Elite Gaming, welcome. We're too hardcore. Oh no, we're towards the casual end of hardcore. We get everything done, but we don't really do too much beyond that. Why is everything so bad? Okay, well, let's take the blue then. Get our full mana that way. Board is still awful. We'll throw a bronze lock then. Start getting it hit more. It's probably gonna die. Luckily, hasn't yet. High forge it, get the other convert, because we already have all of our browns, so we'll do that. He still keeps his alignment, so that's nice. Didn't get full mana out of it though. So let's throw a pistol down since there's no... Oh no, there actually is a free turn. Grab that. That's all the mana we need. Throw a High Forge. Yeah, we'll do it just so he doesn't drain. Oh, this thing has 2 drains, not even 1. Is the mana core, and he has the core Vash. Core Vash is a lot more annoying though. That's for sure. Not that mana core isn't annoying, it's just not as annoying. Now Raven! Okay, we'll grab that, grab that. We have the convert there, plus we get enraged right into him, so that's nice. I'm actually gonna use that right now just to hit him for almost all his HP. And we just bronze locked him twice. Actually, we can just let Burn kill him. Not make that mistake again, just do that. I didn't even need Burn to kill it, he actually died for 5 damage. I forgot we also get to destroy damage of every single skull on the board. Or not every single skull, but you know, whatever skulls ends up hitting. I should have enraged first. We could have hit through his armor. It's 25% reduction otherwise. Whereas if we got enraged, we'd hit through all that. Oh, what am I doing? I should be hitting his summoner. Oh, wait. The summoner's actually not in one of the last 2 slots. I forgot. This battle hasn't moved up a little bit more. The other few battles that come up do have it, like Groshnok and the other one. the High Forge one. Yeah, I forgot. He's actually in second slot, which means we can't kill it easily with the High Forge like that. Hello, RapBF. Welcome. Also, we'll have a redeem code later during this stream. Even though it's a Thursday morning stream, which we normally don't do. But I will still have a redeem code for it a little bit later. Probably once we make top 3. We'll still be playing after that, though. Actually, I have no clue how long it's going to take until we hit top 3. It could actually be another hour or so. I've never actually bothered trying to go that far, so I'm not sure how long it takes. But this week is a little bit easier to do compared to other weeks. Not the absolute best of options, but this definitely isn't a bad team. It'll get the job done pretty easily compared to other ones that are available on given weeks. Like last week was just abysmal what we had to choose from. This week's not too bad. Dwarves used to be just so ridiculously bad in this game, but I don't know, over the last year or so, they've become pretty decent. Like, really decent. Like, probably one of the better typings now. Mainly because they got the that one trait, the Fortitude trait. That alone probably made them really nice. That and the introduction of High Forge was a pretty big buff to them, since they just got half mana start for everything. Which works really good on some troops like Apothecary. Makes sure into one of the best troops in the game when synergized with High Forge. How on earth did that almost die? I guess from all the single targets it does. And even though we lost a troop, as long as you resummon it, you don't lose the points for it. It's only 1 point, but still. You do get to preserve it if you summon. It's mostly relevant if you're trying for the lower end of the leaderboard. Like trying to make top 100. I'm pretty sure that's going to be pretty irrelevant for us trying to try for top 3. Just because one single sigil is worth doing that like 80-something times. Let's see. We'll go kill that out, just so we don't have to deal with him. He's the only thing on that entire team that could really kill us. Well, I guess second slot technically could too. Last slot could too if we didn't actually have immunes. But it's normally King Mikhail, and occasionally that guy. Any reason for going for top 3? Because why not? That's why we're going for top 3. I would go for top 1. We might still be going for top 1. I'm just not certain. We'll judge that by the time we hit top 3 on if we're trying for top 1. I just need to see how far he's gone by then. If it's like triple our amount of points or something absurd, there's really no point in trying to keep up with it. Especially since we're behind time-wise. Because he could just be doing it all day. Like literally all for like 20 hours or something. And if he's doing that, obviously, since we started at like 8, or not even 8, we started at 10, we just wouldn't be able to keep up with it. Even if we spend gems the entire time. Major blue orbs. Yeah, that's ideally what we're getting out of it. If we get even one major blue orb, it was worth it. Though if we get 0, it's slightly disappointing. Because purples will only give us our resources back. They're not actually going to profit. Even if we get double purple, I don't even think we profit if we get double purple. Only if we get a blue, major blue, was it all worth it? And hopefully we do. And that's assuming we don't go for Power Orb. I still kind of want to go for Power Orb, but I don't know. That's something we'll have to judge in several hours from now. If it seems like he stopped, we'll probably go for it. Still going to be a lot of resources regardless. We're already up to 2,350 right now. And I believe if we make second, we get 400 back. So we basically spent 2,000 on 2 orbs. But also, we're getting the class XP too, so it's not like we're not getting anything out of it. Well, you got Runepriest nearly maxed by doing this event. Not exactly maxed, but pretty high up there. We don't really need to balance the colors. That's the whole point of dwarves, is to spam brown like crazy. We're restricted to KZL dwarves, so brown spam is basically the only thing we can do. Different variants of brown spam. And we're covering every color except for purple. The only way we could cover every color would be to use black manacles or similar brown-purple weapon. But our banner set's a -1, which gives us +2 brown, +1 blue, which is pretty convenient. Helps Apothecary out, too, to get that up a lot quicker. Well, let's go throw a High Forge down. Start focusing on that one. Oh, are they going to be balanced colors better in the future? Seems like brown is the dominant color. They probably will be. But yeah, brown is pretty huge right now just because they ended up doing a lot of buffs to hero this year. And there's just a lot of really good brown weapons out there, and they keep adding more. So the whole entire meta of the game has basically shifted to brown spam for many reasons, mainly Titan, but also just because of all the good brown weapons. But yeah, I hope they make changes to make brown a little bit less effective. Obviously right now it's absurd how ridiculously good brown is. Like almost every endgame team is focused around brown. Not necessarily all of them, but a good number of them are brown focused. Just because that's where all of the better stuff is for the most part. Yeah, hopefully it'll do some balancing to it. I think the weakest color at the moment would probably have to be, I want to say green actually, oddly enough. There's a lot of interesting things under greens. I think the biggest issue that green has is most green options are heavily dependent on extra turns. And freeze just hard counters that, of course. Okay, so we'll get a resummon there. Does not kill last slot, but it's stunned now, so even though it has stealthy, we can target it just because it's stunned. What does this do? Extra damage to monsters. That is not a monster. Come on, this team will have like 2 or 3 monsters on it, and of course the last one to live is not something we can use that on. Oh well, kill it out with that. Go from there. Oh yeah, I didn't factor that in. We actually do get some of our gems back through this as well. It's not a lot though. We get 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 60. We get 60 of our gems back through just the event itself. So we actually get 460 of our gems back then, in theory, if we make second place. If we make second place. Oh, I think he stopped. Wasn't he at 240 earlier? Why don't you check back? If he stopped, we might go for it. But we'll see. Again, we have to determine that once we actually finally get there in a couple hours from now, or however long it takes. Okay, throw High Forge down. Get a pistol. Do it on the summoner, and not make that mistake again. It's not really that big a deal, but I don't know. Getting summoned would definitely slow down the rate of the battle. Kind of want to throw High Forge, but it's not going to help kill him. So we'll just keep doing this. Get another one down. Yeah, we'll do it again. Why not? We do that. Throw another hit. Move that down. Move that over. Go for a High Forge again. Also let him poke or something. All good. Throwing a skull down. He'll die off a burn. Actually, he'll die off the destroy. High Forge for summon. Preserve that 1 point. And then just convert it since the other guy died. Also, it's funny that we actually have to fight one of these two. This is actually the pure PZL kind of thing like what we're using. We're almost pure. I don't know why it has that in first slot. That's like a really weird thing to have on a dwarf team. Given that she's not a dwarf. Let's put a not dwarf on a dwarf team. Do you recommend keeping tomorrow's faction at level 20? Yes. If you currently don't have any factions at level 20, it would be good to keep it at level 20. I won't be, just because we're just going to be doing it. Also because we'll get the extra stat. But, yeah, it's always good to keep a kingdom at level 20 in the current state of the game. They'll hopefully be making changes to that in the future. But at the current moment in time, you should try keeping a kingdom at level 20. It's a lot more profitable resource-wise to do so. Okay, we'll go and I'll throw a blue down. It gives us the other convert. He's about to die any second now. We'll just go and keep High Forge for a little bit longer then. Make sure that he doesn't. Oh, I should probably make sure we kill that. Whoops. Whoa! Oh no! Oh, that was almost a big mistake. Good thing that other thing had mana. Almost lost 2 sigils. We still haven't lost one yet. It's gonna happen though, but we haven't yet. Hey, Dwarven Gate. That's pretty convenient. Oh yeah, we can get summons that aren't from the kingdom. That one is, but we have been getting some that aren't. It does summon a random dwarf and not specifically a KZL dwarf, so it is possible for us to get them. Oh, we almost got ourselves a orb. The last little bit of rewards. So of course that's not the main rewards we're going for. Those are the main rewards we're going for. But yeah, it seems like both of those two are still playing. Oh no, this guy's actually still playing too. The guy who's currently in first. Never mind. Yeah, I guess we're just trying for top 3 then. It looks like. Most likely. But we'll see. Only time will tell. Oh, that is not what I meant to take. Also, gotta be careful not to actually lose one of these two. We could on some of these battles. Like, this one is one of them that we could theoretically lose on. Because it can get really lucky skull spam out of nowheres and then we just die. Because Titan doesn't have skull mitigation. Of course it has infinite barriers, but it doesn't have any way to specifically reduce skulls. Nor does it even have dodge. So just gonna let that die. He's pretty much always gonna be dying most of these battles now. There's no point in trying to keep him alive, it's just gonna be a waste of time. You can just use High Forge and get him some kind of summon there instead. I didn't click. There we go. Yeah, it almost just did a triple kill. Oh, it did! He died off of burning. Nice. The new colors for tomorrow's faction, or the colors are yellow and green. It's the inverse of Suncrest banner. I actually forget what Suncrest banner is off the top of my head. But the banner is the inverse of that. It's a minus blue, +2 green, +1 yellow, I believe. Because Suncrest, I believe, is +2 yellow, +1 green, -1 blue. But it's basically an inverse Suncrest banner. And we'd be restricted to green and yellow for tomorrow's delves. And for all weekends delve and all of new delve. What am I doing? I was almost going to pop a period of greens. That would have been a fail, given that we have something that already does that. Always make sure to do that first. If you're ever using a converter and you're using with one of the empowered converts, always make sure you don't use your convert to go do the one that's empowered. Like, I know many times, like, if using Alchemist Mercy, I would still try converting the purple with Alchemist, but obviously you should always use the Mercy for it instead. And same with this team. We should always, if there's green alignment, we should be using Grimlet, not Apothecary for it. I've definitely made that mistake thousands of times, probably. There's not too many teams that get run with it, but there's still a handful of them that do. This one being one of them. That runs with both the empowered as well as the converter. I don't want to kill that out. I don't think we have enough damage here, though. Yep, now we do. Never mind. Okay, and we're going to just kill that with that, then. Then for a High Forge and go from there. Move all that over. Move all that over. Take all the manas we need. It's fine. High Forge. Get another poke. How can you unlock mythic troops easily? Making sure to always do the dungeons every single day, buying the 50 gem thingy every single Sunday, which gives you 80 diamonds from the Soulforge, from the dungeons. And other than that, just being in a better guild that happens to get a lot of keys. Like, ideally, you'll at minimum want to be in a guild that completes out all tasks every week, all the normal tasks of the 6 colors. But yeah, those are about the only ways. Having more keys and just making sure you're constantly doing things that give you diamonds. Like the daily dungeons, mainly just that, but it gives the good majority of them. That's the only way to really increase your mythic rate. Constantly having diamonds gives you the ability to craft any mythics you want, slowly over time. And being in a better guild will just naturally give you more resources, which will give you more chances at stuff. It won't give you a higher chance per se, but you know, you'll have more resources. So even though it's not directly a higher chance, it technically is a higher chance, since you'll have more to spend, and more to spend will give you more rolls. Yeah, we'll throw High Forge there. Probably a waste because he's just gonna destroy us, but oh well. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm actually just trying to hit him from the back right now. It's a little bit of a weird way to go about this battle, but oh well. I already started it this way, might as well continue. Let's see. I should probably do something and hit him already. Ideally, we want to kill it out before he casts, obviously. There we go. That works. See if we can just indirectly kill him then. And then we just go right into High Forge and basically just win. Grab that. Grab the other one. Grab the other one. Grab the other one. I'll throw High Forge. Focus. No! No! Okay, I gotta go for another High Forge. Please don't Skull Kill. Yay! There we go. Haven't lost a single point yet, nor Valraven. Also, we keep getting Dwarven Gates whenever we replace it. It's like the third one now. What are the chances of getting a Mythic from a Legendary task? I don't know if we have current data on that. I know when we got data in the past, it was like 0.8% chance. So less than 1% chance. I believe it's less than 0.5% chance though. But it's very low. It is very, very low. You can do hundreds of tasks and still not get one. Oh yeah, you probably have Wolf Garrick then. Wolf Garrick is interesting. Earlier on in the game, that actually probably wouldn't be too bad. He tends to not really get used in late game for multiple reasons. One is, since the Devourer is random, any team that has too many immune to Devourers, or really any immune to Devour at all, he's not too good against. And other than that, the other big issue is he just doesn't do enough damage in late game. Even in late game, he only has like 20-something damage. In early game, that amount of low damage isn't too big a deal because all stats are lower. But later in the game, that's a pretty big deal because it just doesn't really get to do anything. Ubistet's almost always used instead of it. So what am I doing? The one I should be killing is the only one I haven't even hit yet. Like the biggest priority to kill, and I haven't even gone for it yet. Oh well. It's not going to be that big of a deal regardless. Do that. That dies, it dies. Take the convert there. Not actually going to use High Forge yet though, because we're probably going to die. Oh, no! Our explosion ruined it. Probably gonna die on something. There we go. Right before the summon. It wouldn't even matter if we summoned, it would just waste time. We'd obviously still win if that happened. Let's see, we're not even on Leaderboard yet. Let's see. We'll easily have it though. There's obviously no way we're not making it. This is mainly how well we'll do there is in question. Yeah, we'll see. Valraven, nice. Okay, we'll go for the convert right there. Grab a red convert on that one. Gold skulls. Grab our greens. Get a poke right there. I'll throw in a skull, why not? It's on the Valraven, it's worth it. Okay, no point in doing that. Let's just hit it with that a few times. Hopefully he won't escape. Ooh. That'd be awful if we give him a 5 times. That's probably going to happen eventually. Accidentally giving the Valraven a 5 times yellow off of a Bronze Lock Pistol cast. It's going to happen at least once. Hopefully not today. But it's going to happen eventually. How do you get Dawnbringer easily? You would need to try crafting Farish Ra. And then soul farm with a Farish Ra related team like Dragon Soul, Azurus, Farish Ra, Umbra Wolf, or something along the lines of that. Alternatively, you just spend a lot of time in arena with Runic Blade is the other way to gain a pretty decent amount of souls, as well as just progress to the account in general, because you get a lot of various resources while doing arena. Souls being the main one, but you're still getting ingots, you're still getting pet gnomes, you're still getting the highest rate in the entire game for trophies and stuff like that. Oh no! Okay, I'm gonna waste it. We're gonna lose 1 point. I don't care. Yeah, I need to stop caring about that 1 point. If we were making like the lower end of leaderboard, it would matter a bit more. But that 1 point, if that's the difference between us getting it and not getting it, it would probably be worth just spending 500 gems. At that point. It's not really going to make that big a difference if we lose like 10, 20, 30 points. So I should stop caring about it because it's going to waste so much time if we keep trying to always get it. Yeah, you should definitely not buy souls. Buying souls, even with free gems, is an extremely bad use of resources. Buying gold and buying souls is extremely outdated. Both of them are very, very bad value out of gems. The amount of gold and souls that you can get respectively, you can farm more in a single hour than you can by buying the pack. What banner am I using? +2 brown, +1 blue, -1 purple. Since we're not using a purple. It also gives Apothecary +1. We are currently blocking with Bronze Lock, but it still gets it pretty easily. The mana for it. Why'd I do that? I should have actually destroyed one of those. I'll throw a High Forge there. It's a little overkill. So well. So it's almost all rewards. And then we get an orb. Hopefully that orb is something good to also make this all worth it. Though we were going to get that orb pretty much regardless. It only takes 250 gems to reach the orb. Should probably kill that since it has stone skin. Unless we specifically have enrage. It's going to be reduced damage. Oh, no problem, Wyatt. And if anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, just let me know. We'll be here a while. Stream's not ending anytime soon, that's for sure. I think it's still a good hour before we hit top 3. Not to mention they're moving further from us by the second, since I believe they're still playing at the moment as well. And obviously they're winning at about the exact same rate we are. Maybe slightly quicker or slower. Oh, why'd I do that? That wasn't enough damage. Too bad we don't have a missile bonus. Runepriest and Titan, neither of them have a missile bonus. So we can't actually give extra stats to that, unfortunately. Okay, that's still alive somehow, barely. We are using Titan though, so all we have to do is just take Browns and he'll forever live, because that's how Titan works, same as Runepriest. That'd be funny if he would have gotten a skull there. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been. Let's see. We'll take a skull there. Speaking of skulls, let's just kill it with that. And there we go. That's one of the slight benefits of using Titan too. We do gain 2 damage every time he takes damage. And I believe even if it's on barrier, we still get that 2 damage. Just keep racking up all of our attack that way. It used to not do it that way. You used to only do it when you take HP damage, but I'm pretty sure it works now. So that if you take any damage whatsoever, even if it's just on barrier, you still gain the extra bonus. Well, 2 attack isn't a lot if you're getting hit several times. That's going to eventually like double our attack. Not too hard to get hit by 10 skulls if we could just constantly keep taking barrier to never die from it. Oh, what am I doing? I need to focus on High Forge. I mean, not High Forge, Corvash. Just so he doesn't get a drain on us. Oh, let's take a skull. Die off a burn. Ideally, we need to kill it right now. Do we not have an option for it? I don't think we do. So we'll just do this convert. Oh good, he didn't go for the Corvash for whatever reason. That's very beneficial for us. High Forge in there. Maybe I should have waited on that. Because he's about to die, and we're going to need that summon. I still want to try for the summons when we can. I'm not going to go too far out of my way for it. But obviously, if we can easily get a summon, like right now, it's probably worth trying to go for the summon. Because we don't waste any time by doing that. How to get maximum out of 200 gold per battle? You would need to be using Cedric Sparkle Sack, is how we do it. He's only available through Vault Keys. The only time he's excessively easy to obtain, not because he's at a higher rate, but just because you can get a lot of Vault Keys, is during Vault events. We just had one, what, 2 weeks ago, I believe it was? There'll be another one, I believe, mid-January. I forget the exact date off the top of my head. Sometime in January. But, yeah, those events are the best time to try to get Vault Keys. And Vault Keys is the only location where you can get Cedric Sparkle Sack. And a fully traded Cedric Sparkle Sack just gives 100,000 gold, which means the normal cap's 100. So having a Cedric would bring it to 200, having 2 Cedrics would bring it to 300, and you never run any team with more than 2 Cedrics. Similar to how Fairish Ras are. Even though he's not a mythic, he's basically just Fairish Ra, just for gold instead of souls. And both of them are pretty important troops to have. Just because they reduce down grind times a lot. Also, some of the best teams in the game right now actually do use Cedric Sparkle Sack, just because there's a lot of gold boost ratio teams at the moment between Skeleton Key, Bronze Lock Pistol, and other various options they keep adding, like Leprechaun even just the other day, like 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, whatever it was. Right, we'll take blue over, get our pistol back up, make sure this thing dies before anything else does, just so he doesn't get any summons. Delay the battle. I should have taken that blue first, I will. And then High Forge to Apothecary. There we go. Hello, Siplom, welcome. You farmed about 900,000 souls, very nice. But then realized you were holding a loaded gun to your head. Yeah, I know. It's very annoying to soul farm. Soul farm is not the funnest of things to do in this game. It can be for like the first hour or two. But trying to do it for hundreds of thousands in a row is definitely pretty tedious. But once you finally have Dawnbringer, it'll all be worth it. Still one of the better weapons in the entire game. There are weapons that are situationally better than it, of course. But the biggest thing that it's used for is the fact that it has barrier. Barrier entire team is really good on it. Especially since you can use any weapon in any delve. So that means if you have Dawnbringer, you always have a full team barrier. Assuming you have it. And you also have it for red, yellow, and blue Guild War days. You also have it for all of Tower of Doom and stuff like that. Anyways, throw another one of those down. Get another hit on that. Which weapon should you use in Yagwe Queen Titania if you don't have Flameafire? Mountain Crusher. Especially if you're using Titan. You'll just infinitely barrier. It would actually be tankier. It would be slightly slower than the other team, but it would be tankier. In that your hero would nearly never die unless it dies to skull spam. That's funny, we can actually go use the summon to kill it. There we go. And there we go, we're done with the event. Haha, not really though. Please, Blue Orb, make this somewhat worth it even if we get awful stuff later. Oh no, that's a bad sign. Oh, that's a really bad sign. That better not happen with those 2 major orbs, assuming we even get them. We should, but we'll find out. This guy seems to be going quite a bit slower. Also, I don't know if Jode is actually moving up. Should probably be keeping an eye on that. But anyways, we're at 40. Make leaderboard in one more battle, I believe. Of course, that's not the type of leaderboard we're aiming for, though. We're aiming for the top end of it. But let's keep going. We have like 90 battles left. Got quite a few. Actually, the amount of battles we currently have is second place. Though, of course, they probably also have bought up to that high. Just haven't used it yet. Anyways, let's keep going. Why don't I use Mountain Crusher in this team? Because we wouldn't have enough damage if we did. Even right now, we almost don't even have enough damage. The main reason I'm using Pistol instead of something that does do more damage overall is just because of Val Ravens. Just so they don't escape. So far, we haven't lost a Val Raven, as I jinx it. But we haven't lost a Val Raven, and I have no intention to lose one. Oh, the explosion got rid of it. Let's do that. Nice. Taking a scope up there. Go for a high forge. He finally got— No! Oh no, I actually can't resummon those points because he just killed my summoner. Whoops. High forge, what are you doing? You should be dead by now. If he was dead, he wouldn't have gotten that. Okay, we can actually lose this battle. Gotta be careful. Worst comes to worst, we win off of just hero. But, well, apparently we're gonna have to do that. Wow. That kind of destroyed us out of nowhere. We still win, but that's not a good sign. Oh, why'd I do that? That was super overkill. Super needless to do that much damage to it. Oh well. I don't even think our Titan's even touched yet. There we go. Worst comes to worst, just win it off a Bronze Like Pistol. Do I know what color next Tower of Doom is going to be? Off the top of my head, I do not. I don't know if the spoiler thingy says it or not. Let me double check. We should probably know. Though I don't know off the top of my head. 1 second. Spoiler info, troops in chest, weekly events. Let's see. What color is Tower of Doom? I believe it would tell us. Tower of Doom. Fire, red. Yeah, it's gonna be red. So prepare your red teams for next week. It is next week, right? Yeah, next week. Next Tower of Doom is red, or it should be red. So what would we use then? Oh, that means we could bring out for the first time Elma Grim plus Infernus. It's a little bit better on purple, but you can still get away with it on red. I don't know if I would want to though. But we could. It's one of the things we'll probably show as a team. Not sure if that's going to be the main one I use though. We'll just have to test around and see. How much have I spent? We've currently spent 2,350 gems. Though we get 60 back automatically just from doing the normal tiers. And we also get whatever we place this back. So if we end up making third place, we get 300 back. Yeah, you can use the Yagway Queen Titania team too. And just use it with any hero weapon and one other utility. The only big issue with that team though is it doesn't scale up to stats good. One of the reasons why it's so popular for PvP is it's really good at killing things with similar stats. But it does get quite a bit weaker when you're trying to kill things that have much higher stats than you. Like double or even higher than that. Okay, I'll throw a High Forge. Grab ourselves a blue there. Get another hit down. We have a convert for him. I guess we'll go for it. Why not? Start getting High Forge back up. Get Apothecary to get him all the way to full. Nice little poke. And Rage gets to kill him out. They're stunned, so we don't need to deal with Armored. And then we see Apothecary into the hit. And then we'll just need one more follow-up of some kind. So we'll throw this down for now. That shouldn't kill. It'll give us the red we need. Then we just High Forge kill it. And it dies off the burn. Like I said, we'll gain a level soon, too. Oh, why am I checking those rewards? I should be checking his leaderboard. So this guy hasn't moved, so he might have stopped. But these guys are moving. That's slightly concerning. No, this guy hasn't moved for a little bit. Or was he at 2? Okay. It's 224, or it's 254, 114, and 105. Oops, I didn't mean to click on that. Yeah, let's see if they keep moving. You're level 1,258 and don't have Yagwe. That is very unfortunate. Bounty Hunter's right around the corner, too. You might want to try randomly finding one somehow. Because Yagwe is actually insanely good for Bounty Hunter. There are other options to use, too, but I'd still consider him the best thing for Bounty Hunter, personally. It just synergizes very, very well with the Feral Hound. Okay, what else we need? Move that over, grab ourselves a, did we take a skull? Why not? Let me get rid of that mana drain before he does something he'll regret. Speaking about doing something he'll regret, why you gotta do that? I needed that. Yep, there goes our mana. At least we still have High Forge though. So we'll kill out first slot, so we don't have to deal with that. Get a High Forge summon. Make sure we get our mana back before we do. Already did. Throw a High Forge. Come on. There we go. Get a hit down. He's gonna get an armor buff. Can't stop that unless we extra turn here. Nope. Oh yeah, this still does triple if we have more armor, and it does technically have more armor. Do we want that though? No, Skull's better. Then we'll kill out that since it's stunned. No hit for you, just in case you get a kill. Yep, there goes the mana. Oh no, it's blocking my Bronze Lock Pistol too. I don't think that's enough damage. Oh no, it is. There we go. Oh, would you say that Wardbreaker is a good troop in general, or is it just good for Delves and Guild Wars? Oh no, it's a really good troop in general. It's used for a lot of things. It's mainly used for mana accumulation. Mana accumulation while hitting everything simultaneously. It also scales up decently as the battle goes on, since you constantly keep gaining more and more stats to it. And it was one of the only few things that was buffed when explosions were nerfed. So even though explosions were nerfed a while back, even though he's primarily an exploder, he didn't really feel the nerf that much because they buffed him a similar amount so that he barely even got nerfed at all. He was, I believe, the only thing they actually did that for. That or like maybe one or two other things. He was one of the few. Yeah, he's still really good. I don't use him too much, and if I do, I normally use it in like dragon teams of various kinds, but yeah, you could use it for all three to color stuff. You could use it for next week too, for Tower of Doom. It's going to be pretty decent for that. And I don't personally use it for Delves too much, mainly because Submerge can kind of get in the way. But no, it's used for a lot of things, and you can use it for PvP too. There are quicker options than him normally, but there are quite a few teams that color-wise would like to put him in. The biggest issue is Infernus tends to get used instead of him in most teams. Like a good number of the time, Infernus is used instead of Wardbreaker. And the main reason for that is Wardbreaker is really inconsistent. Like, sometimes you could cast his ability and get, like, 12 mana back. Other times you can get all of your mana back, and it's just not as consistent in that regard. Like, nor is Infernus, but you already know with Infernus that he's not going to do an absurd amount of mana unless you just get super lucky. He's more so just for the damage and the fact that he has a Storm going with it, and that you still constantly have the burn and everything else. And Infernus overall has less counters since it doesn't... Submerge doesn't work on it, Barrier doesn't work on it, stuff like that. Okay, we'll actually use this just because he's in first slot, so we obviously want to try killing that out. We do that. Already dead. That was easy. Easy Valraven. Yeah, still haven't lost a Valraven. Hopefully we can go this entire event without losing a single one. That would put us at an edge, too, if we lose literally 0. Since even if they buy the exact same amount of packs as us, we'd still have the battle advantage. So they would have to spend a whole another 500 gems just to pass us. Which they probably would. If they're going that far with it, they probably would do that. But, I don't know, we'll see. We get a little bit closer to the leaderboard. So far, we've gone all the way to 7, and we bought 7 twice. So that's 2,350 gems. All the way to tier 6 and tier 7 twice. This is what we did, currently. Not sure if we're going much further than that. We'll have to determine that once we run out of battles and see what the points are by then with everyone else. And then just judge it by that. See where we need to go from there. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be going much further than that. It's already a lot of gems to put out for it. Hopefully it'll be enough, but we'll see. Because it's not even for a power orb either. We'll be spending that much just to get 2 majors. As long as we get 1 major blue, I guess it would be worth it in the end. Plus we got to make a day out of it. This actually is decently fun, knowing that we're actually trying for a leaderboard. Normally just doing the class event isn't, because all we get is like a small little orb. But I don't know, the major orbs are actually pretty nice. I say that, but it's going to give us double green. There's a really high probability we're just going to get like double green, green, orange, double orange, something absurdly bad. And even if we get double purple, it's still technically bad. We only break even with double purple. Actually, I don't even think we break even with double purple. Because 1 purple is 675 gems. So double is, what, 1,350? And we're paying out way more than that. So yeah, not even double purple. We'd have to get a major blue orb. Anything that's not that is we lost resources by doing this. But we have excess gems, might as well use them for something. Otherwise, you're just sitting around doing nothing. And we still have over 20,000. That's plenty enough to do literally anything. Like, tomorrow's event's only going to cost us 410. Mana surge. Watch double major blue. That would be insane. If we actually got double major blue. Chances of that is insanely unlucky. I don't think I've ever gotten double major blue. I can barely even get a major blue. We're like 3-4 months without a major blue. Which is one of the reasons we're even doing this in the first place. Because we are way behind on the Zoogoth farming. Not like we really need it, but I don't know, I still want it. It's one of the only things we technically don't own. Actually, it's literally the only thing we don't own. We have every single other thing in this entire game other than a Zoogoth. The problem is Zoogoth costs anywhere from like 20,000 to like 50,000 gems, depending on how you go about it. Unless you do it with the very slow method, which is how I've been trying to do it. In which case you could do it for about 10 to 20,000. But even then, it's still an absurd amount of gems. To do it completely for free, I think takes like 2 or 3 years. And that's assuming you're getting every single orb from your guild. Which I don't technically count as costing anything. Even though it does technically cost something. That would at minimum be like 250 gems a week, if not more. What do we do here? Let's do that one. I almost used Apothecary on that. That would have been a fail. Get our hit there. Throw another little poke down. Zugoff 2020. Oh yeah, all the presidential runs are probably going to be starting up. This last several months, I haven't been following politics as much in the past. I used to quite a bit, and then kind of stopped a little bit. But I probably will again once that starts up again. There are some pretty interesting candidates running next year. Okay, we'll go and get a hit down. Apothecary, what do we do? Actually, what does this guy even do? Damage to an enemy, explode a bunch of stuff. Okay, not that useful. Yeah, let's go with a High Forge. Hey, we hit 100 viewers. I should pull a Salty. We should go give out a code. I'll go give out a code for that. Actually, I will pull a Salty. I'll give out a second code if we hit 125. I'm fully serious. But yeah, let's go give out a code. Let's see. Throw High Forge down. Go take our red down. It's pretty easy to get a lot of viewers if we're actually doing something interesting for once, like now. And tomorrow will probably be pretty decent too, just because it's new faction. Always fun getting a new faction. Actually, probably that's going to be more fun than what we're doing today, actually. That's still going to be decently fun. Just because we're actually working towards some kind of reward instead of just randomly doing something. Okay, we'll go and... oh, actually, we gotta be careful not to lose this. That would be a gigantic fail. What do we need? What do we need? Take a red for now. Why is this board so bad? It's about to shuffle any second now. At least he doesn't have Valraven, so I don't need to worry about that. But, I do need to worry about him getting another drain on us. Ooh. Well, there it goes. Well, at least from here we should be fine. So, what do we need? Grab a red. Get our Surge. Let us poke us, that's fine. Take a brown. Finally reach full mana on that. Let's finally kill this thing so it can't do anything. Then we'll get a resummon and go from there. Do that, kill that. Could have just taken that skull too. Oh well. Do that. High Forge so we don't die. Almost need an Apothecary too, just so we don't die, but that'll at least tank for us for now. And then let's take the brown, gain our barrier, and we're safe now. I'll hit the hit there. Move that. Poke. Grab another one. Do it onto you. Get a High Forge down. And is that it? Yeah, we'll go through the poke. And it's dead. Okay, let's go give out a code. We'll give out another one at 125. Okay, let's go under our gigantic stack of codes. Edit, market, where to go, where to go, where to go? Mark that. Copy, copy. Save it. And put it in the little section over here. Do that. Boom, boom. Do it on the other account. Boom, boom. And paste. Copy, copy. And there you guys go. Also, hello, Mr. Jesse. There's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code is found underneath the settings menu if it'll ever load. We're winning too quickly that it's lagging the game. Hate when it does that. Any second now. Okay, this might be a while. They fixed the troop menu, yet whenever you go back to the main menu, it still has that lag occasionally. How far did we spend in the shop? We bought all the way to tier 6 and tier 7 twice. It's 2,350 gems is how much we spent. I made to spend down, I made sure we spent down to 20,000 is how far we went. But yeah, it's 2,350 is how much we spent so far. We got 60 back if you want to factor that in. Because of course doing the normal 8 battles automatically gives it. Okay, why is it not wanting to go back? But yeah, go use the redeem code on gemsofwar.com underneath game code section, invite codes underneath options. Redeem code is right over there and there. Let's copy paste it and use it on, there we go. And use it on gemsofwar.com. Just click on the link there. And there's the invite code, whatever your game says there is we put in. Redeem code, same as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 2,500 gold, and that's it. Do we have any tasks to go open keys today? Let me see. What even are our daily tasks today? Oh, an arena run. And actually, we did this automatically. We had to go use 3 Kizale troops like 8 times or something. And obviously, our entire team is pretty much Kizale other than Hero. So we easily got that done. It was only 2,000 gold, but we got it done without doing anything. Yeah, the rest of these we can kind of just ignore. I don't know. Maybe we'll do an arena run later. Probably tonight, though. But anyways, let's go back to the grinds. Still got a ways to go. A long, long ways to go. Is this guy still doing battles? He seems to be going a bit slower if he is. But then again, it might not be that slow. I don't know. We'll see. Let's keep going, I guess. We're not even halfway there. So we were ranked 56, but that doesn't really mean much. Because this main area is what matters there. Hopefully we don't get to the point where we just get the 4th, 5th, or 6th. That could actually be really bad if we end up not getting a blue then. But, I don't know. We'll see. Should be able to make with what we currently have get up there. Because I don't know if they're going to bother spending more than 2,350. Every single 500 starts to get into a lot of resources they might be wasting. Well, we'll find out. Watch you get a mythic. In theory, someone should be getting a mythic from the codes we hand out. With how many redeems they have, 3 codes should be enough that someone got a mythic from it. In theory. Due to drop rate of a gem key. They might not specifically said they did, but about every 3rd code we do, someone should be getting a mythic. We'll take the green over. Grab an apothecary. So we'll take that first. Grab all that mess. Get apothecary over there. Take another skull. Grab a hit onto Valraven. Get our convert that we need. Skull down. What else? What else? Grab a High Forge. Oh, oops. I should probably be dealing with that Valraven. At least he's blocked on yellow right now. Oh, well, he was. He was blocked on yellow. There we go. That deals with that. We're gonna hit. Yeah, generally it does just come down to amount of gems most of the time with the leaderboard, unfortunately. It is one of the things in the game that is ever so slightly pay to win. Not directly, because we're literally doing it with just free gems. But still, it's basically just comes down to whoever throws down the most amount of gems. At least with the day-long events, it's also based on how well you can actually do. Because even if you have infinite gems, there's only 24 hours you could possibly do it for. But, so it at least reduces down how much people tend to do it. But I don't know, we'll have to see. Once we actually use up all these, have to judge how far people are and then see if we need to go further with it. But it would always just come down to whoever has more gems, basically. Like, we could just keep throwing down gems the rest of today, and we would definitely make, at minimum, 2nd place. But it would cost us, like, 3, 4, 5,000 gems, which wouldn't be worth it. I'm actually surprised how far 1st place is going right now. I could probably calculate how much he spent based on how far we've gone. And at the current moment, it almost seems like he's going like 4,000 or 5,000, which is a little pricey for a power orb. I don't know why he's going so far with it. Unless the price has gone up recently, which it might have, just because a lot of people have excess gems. The current state of the game doesn't have as much gem spending since there's no new kingdoms. New kingdoms were probably like the biggest thing that did it. It's one of the reasons why so many new game modes actually sink gems. Because they, now that we don't have new kingdoms every few months, that was like one of the biggest gem sinks in the game, and now they don't even have it anymore. There's a possibility that they might add 1 kingdom next year, but it'd be 1 at the absolute most. Hey, finally got Stonehammer. That's actually not good though, but he blocks every single mana I need. But hey, still got Stonehammer. Yeah, that's actually a bad thing, not a good thing. Come on, you have 80% reduction and you can't even tank skulls. What are you doing? That's your only role in the entire game is to do that. And he can't even do that properly. Oh wait, does his Enrage actually hit through it? Never mind, no wonder why he couldn't do it. Enrage does hit through it even though he doesn't need to stun, I forgot. It is one nice benefit of Enrage. Okay, this guy's still at 105. We did 2 battles in that time. Maybe he stopped. Also, I believe he's still at 120. First place is still going, though. I know. We'll have to check. We have 55 battles, which means we have, like, 80-something battles. Maybe even more than that. So, yeah, we're easily at 130 battles. If these people actually did stop, we could get second with what we have. Gotta intimidate them to not go for rank 1. No, rank 1 doesn't seem to be stopping. But we'll see. My main goal is just to make rank 2 for the most part. But if we can make rank 1, that'd be nice. But if we have to spend like 2,000-3,000 more gems to go get rank 1, I'm probably not going to do it. I'll calculate out once we finish every battle we currently have, which is going to be a while. But once we finally finish out every battle we currently have, it'll be a lot easier to determine if we go all the way or not. Because then we'll be able to see how far he has progressed and how far we'd have to spend to get to where he currently is. But if the gap seems too large and if he's still playing as we're doing that, checking that, it's probably better just to not bother. And just try again another time. We're eventually going to get a power orb, though. Let's see. We'll go and convert out yellow. What is the goal of the game if not to see you or yourself on the leaderboard? I don't know. I mainly just play the game for fun. Even though we do some slightly competitive stuff. I don't know, I just really enjoy this game as like a casual, chill game. It's really relaxing. I also like endless grind games. Anything that has a really, really long grind in it. Actually, one thing I was slightly disappointing with Smash Ultimate is the spirit system is actually really, really easy to finish. I've been finished with it for about a week now. It is super, super easy to accumulate every single spirit in that game, which is like the main thing to keep like single player situated. But I don't know, it only took I think like a little bit more than 30. I think it took 50 hours total, and I wasn't even doing it the most optimally either. But it only took like 50 hours. It still takes a little bit longer to max level everything, but you can passively do that over time with how the game is set up, so I'm not really bothering going out of my way too much for it. But yeah, I was actually surprised how short the grind was for that. I was actually expecting it to be way, way longer. Only other thing I've been doing with that is just messing around with it with friends and just doing ranked PvP. So it is a bit laggy at times, though. Let's see, what do we need? We'll take the yellow there. Grab or convert. No, I needed that. Take the blue, the browns. This thing needs to go down before something bad happens again. I feel like we're going to lose on one of these core match battles eventually. There we go, okay. He'll die to that. Oh no, he won't, never mind. He'll die to bronze lock though. Yeah, achieving goals is what makes it fun. That's what's making this stream so fun. We're trying to finally go get leaderboard for once. It's been a while since we tried for any leaderboard. Actually, probably almost a year. Mainly because a lot of the leaderboard these days are gem related. And I did not want to sink too many gems. especially since I tried getting every mythic the day on release. So that ends up costing an absurd amount of resources if we burn through everything. We should be fine, though. I say that, but we have almost 1,000 gem keys again. We can easily get trolled, though. We had, like, 1,800, I believe, one time, and still burned through every single one of them and still didn't get it. And then we had to go to other resources, like the guild chest things. But, I don't know, normally 1,000 approximately is enough to get a mythic. 1,000 gem keys, that is. Can you discuss challenge strategies? Did you use a soul farm team, or is it best to just complete ASAP for kingdom power leveling? In the current state of the game, it might actually just be worth doing it as soon as possible. In the past, I would say it was better to wait until you could do them on Warlord 3 difficulty, and then do it with like an AoE wipe of some kind, just to gain the slightly better souls. But, I don't know, you can pretty much go about it doing it however you want. Even the soul rate for doing optimal challenges isn't really that great. I think it's only like 25 to 30,000 per hour. So, and there's only a limited amount you can do of it. So, that's not really too good. Like, it's not horrible, but you easily do better with any amount of fair Shra. Yeah, you can pretty much just do them immediately for kingdom power levels. In the current state of the game, that's probably the best way to go about it. You don't need that for a while, though. I don't think you need it until star level 6, if I'm not mistaken. Requires you to finally complete out all challenges within a kingdom. I actually still have some kingdoms that are above star level 6 that I don't have the challenges done for, oddly enough. But that's mainly because if you had the star levels prior to the update, you didn't need to do them again. So we're one of the only few people that probably has some of them not done. I'm going to keep them that way just because we can. Oops, that's not what I meant to convert because it moved my cursor. That's the only slight annoying thing about using controller with keyboard. I mean, controller with mouse. It keeps moving the mouse to the middle for no reason. Because whenever you switch between it, it just moves the mouse back to the center. There we go. Let's see, are they moving? These two are still at the exact same, aren't they? 120 and 105. This guy's definitely moving up. He's moved up like 3 battles, and so did we. But, hey, we're top 20. Actually, I don't even think I've ever made even top 10. Definitely haven't made top 6, and definitely haven't made top 3 or higher, that's for sure. But, yeah, I don't think either of these two are moving. That's actually really good, then. Because we have way more than enough battles currently to do that. We have about 80 or so left, counting Val Ravens. So, yeah, we're easily going to be able to reach 130 with what we currently have. There's a possibility that this guy actually used all of his battles, and he might just stop there, possibly. Because if he lost about 5 to 10 Val Ravens, that would be all of his battles. So he could have possibly used 2,350 as well and just doesn't have any battles left. And probably wouldn't go too much further than that due to how expensive it is to go further. So yeah, we might be in 2nd place right now if we can make sure not to lose a single Val Raven. Though we still need to make sure we keep not losing Val Ravens. We're not even halfway done, so there's still a high chance we could still lose a bunch of them. But hopefully we won't. We'll take a skull there. That's the whole reason why we're even using Bronze Lock in the first place. Just to ensure it's slower than some of the other options, but it ensures that, or at least increases our chance that Val Raven doesn't escape. So we'll go for that in case we can find a skull. That kills him immediately. Doesn't look like we have it, though, unfortunately. It's enough to live out a skull, though. There we go. Okay, that's out the way. I just need to win the battle, which should be pretty easy. Now we focus the summoner. Oh, that's going to hit us for a lot of damage. Yeah, not enough to kill, though, at least. And then we can kill it with one more High Forge if we can get the mana. I might just take a red for it at this point. Do we have a drop for that? Yes, we do. Grab that. Still got a red if we want it. Ooh, it gives him yellow, though. Well, he doesn't have Val Raven anymore, so I guess it's not that big a deal. But still, I guess we take it. Him getting yellow doesn't mean much. Here we go. Did basically nothing. 1 mana off of full. Too bad there's not an explosion for that. Oh, that died. Okay, let's go grab, oh no, another one died. My summoner! Oh, we lose a few points. Not that big a deal. Let me start targeting her before she kills us. Just in case. Need to make sure she has 0 armor so she can't do triple. There we go. I don't think we've lost our weapon a single time yet. Nor will we ever, most likely. If we're losing that weapon, we're losing our entire team, pretty much. But it hasn't gone down yet. It's very unlikely to, as we get trolled by a lot of skulls back to back. Imagine someone spends 5,000 and not get a power orb. That has happened many times before, where people spend that much and not get a power orb. It's one of the reasons why I might not be going for it today. Like, we'll still try for, like, 2nd or 3rd, most likely. But, it's just not worth it. If there's a clear lead on 1st place, there's no point in us trying to spend another few thousand just to not get an orb. That would be an absurd waste of resources. The amount of difference possibly between us and them could potentially be another power orb at a different event. So who knows, maybe we'll go try one of the events where it's really annoying to do the event. Because a lot less people will try doing the event if it's something really bad. Like a week where we have no option for the given day. Actually, it's not true that there can only be one. There is a feature in this game where you are allowed to tie the leaderboard. If you can coordinate with your guild to have multiple people make 1st place on a given week, you could then have every single person tie 1st place, and every single one of them will get 700 gems and a power orb. That's ridiculously hard to coordinate, but if you were to do that, you could get every single person in your guild, or at least everyone who tried for it, a power orb and 700 gems. Though you'd also have to outpace literally everyone else on leaderboard too. So it's really hard to happen, but it has happened a couple times, I believe, before. And you can technically coordinate it with other guilds too, though obviously it'd be easiest to do it with your own. If they ever had PMs, you could even just coordinate it with whoever's in 1st place, if you trust them enough. And then both of you just make sure to stop at a given point that's way ahead of everyone else, and then you both get the orbs. I'm pretty sure we're going to see that a lot more if they ever add chat into the game. Like private messaging. I don't know if they're going to change that. They probably will if it starts getting abused a lot. Surian currently says it's perfectly fine, though, and it's not bannable. It's one of those weird things that is kind of on the edge of being an exploit while not actually being an exploit. Kind of like us using the controller right now to make everything go quicker. I'm always confused sometimes, like, what they consider exploits or not. Oh no! We just lost our apothecary. Gotta pay a little bit more attention. I actually lose this battle. That'd be sad. Still haven't lost one yet. Nor do we intend to. There we go, got a high forge. Do we have a skull in any of that? Should. But we don't. What do we do? I don't have bronze lock. I guess we have to take the skull then. So that dies, it's fine. We got a high forge, but it's not enough to kill. Let's take mana first. Too bad we can't take a skull into mana, but we'll do that. Throwing a bronze lock first just to make sure he's in kill range, then we high forge him. And then we resummon our team. Okay, that's a useless summon. But it's still a summon. And there's no blue. Let's take a red for now. Ooh, that was an extra turn too. Very nice. And we got all the mana we needed. Start hitting this so she doesn't start one-shotting us. Again. Like, everything has that much. Oh no, he can actually kill my summoner. I think we deliberately skull distract. No! You're supposed to take the skull. Well, fine, we'll take the skull then. You like that. And it was bronze lock win. Worst comes to worst. Like, almost every time we'll be able to win with just solo bronze lock. That would make it go a lot slower, but it is possible to win with just Bronze Lock every time. It's very unlikely that thing will ever die. Unless we're up against that one Skull Spam team or they just get super lucky off Cascade. Hey, first slot Valraven. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, actually. I guess it's good in that we can hit it directly with skulls, but it's bad in that he directly gets yellow constantly. I was just in converted out yellow. Oh, what do we need? There's no way I can actually deny his yellow here. Ooh, that's not good. He's probably going to take yellow next turn, too. This might be the first Valraven we lose. Okay, he didn't go for mana. That's good. Not sure how much of it. Oh, good. We can convert out yellow here. Okay, I need to keep the board like this now, because there's a 0% chance he can really get yellow. Well, I shouldn't say that. He could theoretically grab anything and get triple yellow out of it. That's very unlikely, though. Okay, did we take a skull? I don't have Enrage yet, somehow. I take all this mess, I guess. I'll give it to him. Any turn that he's not casting Valraven is fine. Doesn't matter what he does as long as it's not a Valraven cast. Or getting mana for it. Oh no. There we go, that's fine. What do we need? That's enough to kill, right? Yeah, it is. Nice, okay. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay, Valraven neutralized. Should be pretty easy from here then. For the most part, just throw another High Forge. We get a bunch more manas. Convert it all away. Get another Apothecary in there. Move that over. Grab a... we'll go for another High Forge. And... just kill that out. Go for... the convert there. Get another High Forge down. Take a skull, kill it out. Get another pistol. And it's a match. Valraven died. We won the battle. Technically, we have to win the battle to still get the Valraven, but you know. At that point, we technically won. Oh, good. These two are not moving at all. First place is still moving, so that's a bad sign. But, yeah, currently second and third place aren't moving. So we might be able to make it. Nice. Okay. But yeah, first place is probably out of our range, but sweet. We'll probably be able to get the other two. Actually, we might not even needed the other 500 gems we threw down. Because that gave us another 20 or so. That was a little bit overkill, possibly. But maybe not. Yeah, actually, maybe it wasn't. Because we'd have 32 battles right now, and 32 would be about 50 to 60. Let's just say 60. Be super generous with it. 60 would only bring us to where he's at right now. Maybe not even. Okay, so you know what? He might have actually only bought in one less pack than us. So with how many we currently bought, we should guarantee get second then. Assuming these two have stopped. Because they might have only bought in 1,850 and not 2,350. Like, they bought all of the packs once. They didn't double buy the 7th pack. Also, what's kind of sad is we still don't have Runepriest max after all of this. I think it's at level 90 right now, if I'm not mistaken. Which is fine. We don't necessarily need it max, but it does gain immunities once it does. Gains immune to stun, devour, all that good stuff. The same ones that Titan has. All these immunities. Immune to stun, poison, disease, death mark, and devour. Quite a few. Ever to kill the Valraven, but to lose the battle in Tower of Doom? Oh, yes. That is very annoying. Actually, I don't know if that happened to me in Tower of Doom yet. But I know it has happened in general. But yes, if you lose the battle... if you kill the Valraven, but to lose the battle, you don't get the Valraven. I think the most annoying game mode for that is raids. Because it's very easy normally to kill the Valraven, but not necessarily to win the battle and kill the Valraven. Like normally you get one or the other. You can very easily kill the boss, or you can very easily kill the Valraven. Doing both is complicated sometimes because of how quickly it can get mana. And the fact that Zugov just randomly kills you every single time it gets its mana. So you're on a timer. You're on a timer the entire time. What do we convert here? It looks like blue. Kill it with a pistol. 4 Vashko Blues, get them stuns. Double check everything. Anyways, pistol into anything. You're finished at 20 champions defeated? That's what we normally do. Just go for 20, use the free battles, and that's it. It's still nice. You get 25 gems for free. It doesn't take too long. Especially this event. It's ridiculously easy to do. You can use an AoE brown weapon the entire time, like Black Manacles or anything. And just quickly feed it mana with the Grimlet and Apothecary and Highforge and other stuff. Could even do Dwarven Gate spam if you had literally nothing. There's a couple differences with Runepriest. The biggest two is it doesn't have half mana start unless you're using Highforge, which is probably the biggest issue because it 100% requires using Highforge if you want to use a Runepriest. And obviously there's a lot of teams that can't necessarily run a Highforge into them. And the other issue is its second to last trait. It gains the spell, which isn't bad. It's actually really good. But the Titans is way better. It gets the 1 explosion every single extra turn, which is insanely good. The other issue with it is Titan gets to start with Brownstorm, whereas Runepriest only gets Brownstorm when it gets a kill. And generally it's better, especially for quicker battles and stuff, to start with the Storm than it is to get it every kill. Oh, why did I do that? I should have hit him. He dies. That's to be expected, though. Grab the last bit of mana we need for that. Both of them up. Take a Skull because it stuns from hitting us. Nice. Go and just throw a poke there. Probably gonna get summoned. Not that big a deal, though. But it's most likely happening. Apothecary, go do something. Should have some kind of convert here. Looks like we have it on yellow or so. We'll go do that. We'll throw down another pistol. Do that. Grab our greens that we need. Grab the other thing. Grab red. Grab all of the things. Okay. Highforge after we grab that. There we go. Now we get Highforge. What do we need? It's not enough damage to kill. Let's throw it on first slot then. And that'll give us enough mana for the other guy. That is also not... Oh, no. Yes, it is. Never mind. 28. Move that over. Hit him. And oddly enough, we can just kill it with this. And there we go. Move that over. Grab a purple. Highforge. Oh, no. Don't Highforge. We have a Valraven. So we'll poke him. Keep hitting him with everything. We do not have an extra turn there, nor a Skull. So we'll just go for Apothecary. Then we go for that. Then we go for Skull. Then he's dead. Oh no, I almost just ruined my Skull. That'd have been a fail. Glad it came through in the end. Get our big hit from that. We'll throw High Forge, why not? I should probably be dealing with this guy, though. We could theoretically lose to him if he gets really lucky off of Skulls. Yeah, it's normal Skulls, right? Not Doom Skulls. Explode a gem and rage a random enemy for every... Oh, yeah, it's just normal Skulls. I don't know why I thought it was Doom Skulls for a second. But still, he gains Enrage and he gains 6 Skulls on the board. While that's very unlikely to do something, it could theoretically kill anything in the entire game, including our hero. Which is the biggest concern with it. Hey, I got another Apothecary. That's actually the first time I got Apothecary off a summon today. Yeah, you get 25 from the free battles. You get 25 gems and some amount of EXP towards the hero class. So let me double check. What's our? So they still haven't moved yet. Then again, first place hasn't moved in a battle or two now too. Maybe he finally stopped. What was I checking? I'm trying to check class level. We're currently level 95 on Runepriest. That's actually slightly sad. All this and we still haven't maxed Runepriest. We should probably do that later. We're not going to be worrying about it today though. That is pretty funny. We got to 95 and it's still not maxed after all this. Oh no, why did I click back? I don't know why it's lagging so much whenever we go back to the main menu. But it is. So now we got to wait for it again. Yeah, if anyone's still interested in joining the guild, we do still have 2 spots left, so just let me know. Also, once we hit 125 viewers, we'll hand out another code. Grab our tribute. Got to make back some of those gems that we just wasted. Not really wasted, but... Oh, wow, that's a pitiful tribute. But, we're 2,350 down today, so got to make some of them up. Anyways, let's keep going. Back to games. Actually, do we still need 2 people? Do we get anyone since then? Nope, still need 2 people. Anyways, where were we? Games. Class event. Fight. And let's continue. Have they moved yet? Yeah, first place is actually still moving up. These 2 have stopped, though. These 2 have definitely stopped, at least for now. They could still have battles left. It could just be that they got tired of doing it. Yeah, we'll find out in soon. By soon, I mean still got a while. We're only halfway there. So we have only been going for 2 hours. It's actually not as much time as I thought it would take, though. Well, first place definitely would. First place, it could be like 24 hours, theoretically. It could be how much long it takes to get first place, depending on how much people are going for it. But currently, this time around, it looks like it's going to take approximately 4 to 5 hours to reach 3rd and 2nd place, which isn't too bad. I was actually expecting it to be a little bit longer than that. We still got a ways to go, though. Let's see. Who do I keep calling he? I think I just, by default, call everyone he. So sorry about that. Though statistically, I'd be correct by saying he every single time. I think my YouTube statistics say I have 95% males watching me. So I have like a, what is that? Yeah, 95% chance I'd be right by saying that. Yeah, I know. There's actually a pretty decent amount of female population in the game. Even though my channel doesn't, I think the game is about 40% female. They haven't released statistics on that, I don't believe, ever. But we have gotten like some kind of data things in the past that kind of could have inferred that. But I believe it's somewhere around 40%, as I recall. It's definitely more than normal games, I know that. Yeah, what do we need? Grab a red over. Take a red. Over all that mess. Oh wait, we didn't even need that. Oh, I guess we need it for Enrage. Take that over. Did we take a skull? I wish I had Apothecary right now. That'd actually be a really good Apothecary cast. Level 225 and no mythic yet? That's actually not, or that's pretty normal. Some people don't get their first mythic until level 1000. Yeah, it's really normal not to have a mythic at that level. It would be nice to have one, and there's definitely a lot of people that do, but I would say you're only getting it late if you're level 1000 plus and don't have one yet. Anything prior to that, it's actually pretty normal not to have a mythic. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I believe our current Let's Play account still has 0 mythics. Or did it finally get one? Can't even remember. Actually, never mind. It might actually have one. Most of my smaller accounts have gotten it within 2 months. 1 or 2 months. But that could have just been luck. Also, I was able to get some of them into slightly better guilds. Actually, the most recent one's an absurdly good guild. I don't know if it got kicked yet, though. Should probably go double check that. Probably has. Highly doubt it's still in there. Is Apothecary a female or a male? It's a female. It just has a gigantic beard. And they got a lot of complaints for that, too. So they made sure to make Lady Ironbeard not have a beard. Which kind of defeats the point of the thing. But it's why Lady Ironbeard doesn't have a beard. Because there was so much backlash when they gave it to Apothecary that they didn't end up giving it to her. They just did face paint instead. I just gave her kind of long side here. Yeah, even though her name is Ironbeard, she doesn't have one. Yet Apothecary does. How can you get Vault Keys? Invasions, raids, the Tuesday events, and the faction events. Like, you'd be able to get one this Friday as well. Or actually, I believe you can actually get 2. I forget, did the faction events, the weekend long ones, have 1 or 2 Vault Keys? I can't remember. I know for sure it has 1. And the main way that you get them is from Vault events, which occur once every month or so. And during that time, there's an increased chance of finding gnomes, as well as finding Vault Keys specifically from gnomes. That's when you can normally accumulate a lot of them. We gained 13, if I'm not mistaken, the most recent event. Of course, it took like all weekend and like 15 hours or so of grinding to get that. Maybe it was a little bit less. But it's the best time to ever try getting Vault Keys. But you can get them slowly through various events. Yeah, 2 Vault Keys. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, you can get 2 Vault Keys in this weekend's event. If you want to try getting it off of that. And normally you can get it off the 410 gems it requires to get the weapon. So you can get the weapon and 2 Vault Keys and the orbs and all that off of just 410 gems. Most of the time. I don't know if you have the stats yet to actually be able to go that far with it, though. Because you would have to move forward every single time to do it with 410. And I believe that ends up reaching around level 200 or so delves or something. Which can be a little bit difficult to actually kill out without the proper troops. But you'd still be able to easily reach 1 Vault Key if nothing else. Oops, that's not what I meant to cast. I meant to use pistol there. Oh, that dies now. Oh, he's actually gonna get summoned too. I don't even think he got his summon yet, somehow. I'm actually really surprised. But I think this is the first time he's actually getting a summon on us today. And of course, it comes in with barely any stats and everything. It's not really that big a deal that he even gets a summon. It just slows down the battle. If anything, it's actually making the battle easier to win because that thing's doing no damage and blocking his vital manas. But then again, I say that and now the same thing just happened to us. Same colors too, oddly enough. And that will double kill. Almost triple kill. Oh, it did just super kill because burn will kill it. Nice. And we'll just kill it with that. Oops, I did not mean to... I thought that was targetable, not weakest. Whoops. That was a slight fail. Okay, we'll go grab the mana we need. And then we High Forge kill. Yeah, the only thing we still need mythic-wise, or really anything troop-wise, is still just Ugoth, which we're technically working towards right now by doing this event. And trying to get the orbs off of it. But, oh, we almost gained a level 2, nice. What am I looking for? I'm looking for unowned. But yeah, we currently own everything except Zugov, and these 4 currently aren't obtainable. Doom of Flame will be available next Monday, but these other 3, we're still 3 months away until we can go get those. But yeah, Zugov's the only other really main thing we still need. We have every weapon in the game. Actually, one of the only few people that do. I think there's only a few dozen that actually own literally every weapon. I wish they would add some kind of way to actually make them more obtainable. But actually, it's better if we show it this way. But yeah, all 223. And even though it shows that there's 618, there's actually only 614 obtainable troops currently. Yeah, we're just missing Zugov, basically. We have full completion other than getting Zugov. Also, of course, we technically need to go mythic everything too, but that's a long process in itself. I don't think there's anyone with 100% everything mythic. It's just a absurd waste of resources to perpetually keep everything always fully maxed, which is why I don't think a single person does. There's probably a few people very, very close to doing that. I don't think there's anyone that literally just maxes 100% of everything to mythic the second it comes in. Well, then again, there might be some small minority that does. You'd have to have a really, really high amount of resources to do that, though. Okay, what do we need? Grab that over. Take that down. Take that over. I need to start hitting High Forge. Even if we're not taking skulls, it's fine. More important that we kill that High Forge. Look at Ascension leaderboard. Yeah, there's probably a few people that do it. It's a very, very, very small minority, though, that actually do it. Let me actually go check it. Though this isn't the full list of everyone, so there could actually be slightly more than this. But how many people have literally 100% everything max ascended? It also means they have to own a Zugov. I assume that number would be under 5, if even that many. Let's see. Where is the page for this? Extras, leaderboards. Also, while I'm here, let me go check Underworld Renown. How high are we on Underworld Renown? We are currently number 8 in the game for highest total Underworld Renown. And we're very close to a lot of other ones as well. But yeah, we'll see where that changes after some time. I think the main thing that's really holding us back is, yeah, we'd be 5th place if we just did a little bit further in some of the things. Though the top 4 currently have multiple level 500s done. And of course, we only have 1. I believe there's more than 4 that actually have multiple 500s done. But currently, the leaderboard just shows that many. Yeah, it shows we're at 8th. That's still not too bad. In the entire game. Though, of course, that might actually be more towards, like, 30th or something. Since it doesn't track literally everyone, just the people that use the site. Which is most late game players, but not all of them. Let's see, what I'm looking for is... If it would ever go, it keeps moving the screen. I'm looking for Ascension. There it is. Let's see, how many people have literally everything ascended? This can't be that many. Like, if it's over 3, that's insane. No, there's not a single person. Let's see. There's one person in the entire game that has it done. Only one. Yeah, that's how many currently have it. Is one person. At least based on that board. There are a few people that are pretty close, though. But only one person actually has literally everything ascended. Okay, we'll go and get a High Forge down. Actually, how far are we on that? We're probably pretty low, because I don't go out of my way to do it. Yeah, we're currently level 1, or number 114. Though if we were to ascend just a few things, we'd easily get that way higher. I just don't go out of my way for it, because there's no need to. And the only time I go out of my way for is if a Kingdom Power requires it. But currently, whereas Max says Max can possibly be for Kingdom Power is concerned. Are there leaderboards specifically for Xbox and PS4? I don't believe so. I believe all the leaderboards only track PC. if I'm not mistaken. Or PC, mobile, and, you know, the other platforms. It doesn't track either of the two console versions. It tracks everything else, which is all cross-platform. Oh, we're currently ranked 7. Oh, we're almost at the top. We're almost there. Just needed several more battles in there, and we'll get there. And, yeah, first place is still going up slowly. But second place and third place have definitively stopped. They have not moved for almost half an hour now, maybe almost even an hour. So, sweet. Okay. Nice. Let's keep going. Go claim our second place. Because it looks like at this point we're probably not going for first. If he's still moving up by the time we reach second place, we're probably not going for it. Because even if we kept throwing infinite gems, he would just beat us out on time just because he has like double our score. It's not because we're going slower than him. If anything, I think we're actually winning slightly quicker. But it's just because we haven't been doing it literally every second of the day. We started it like 8 hours in. Oh, I was going to use that. Well, as long as Valraven doesn't escape, it doesn't matter what he does. Just need him not to get full mana and not to get an escape with that full mana if he does get full mana. Can we apothecary anywheres? Do we even need to apothecary anywheres? Probably just poke him. Take that. Take the skull and now we'll kill it. There we go. Okay, now we need to make sure we actually win. That would be a fail if we don't. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's perfect. We just re-summoned our actual first slot. So it's like he didn't even die. That's really funny. Too bad he doesn't come in with full mana. Summons do not do their at start of battle traits when they get summoned. That'd be really cool if they did. That would actually make summoning really, really ridiculously strong if they ever did that. Which is probably why they're never going to do that. But, I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. If troops, when they're summoned, actually triggered their traits. There's a lot of really overpowered things you can do with that, though, which is probably why they haven't done that. So much so that it could literally just make summoning into killing them out into the new meta. Which I actually wouldn't even mind if that was the meta. That'd be an interesting meta. There's a lot of troops that currently do kill out other troops, but none of them tend to be particularly good. But they would definitely be if summons actually triggered their traits when they summoned. I feel like that might be a technical issue more so than an actual balance issue, though. Like, they probably couldn't even do that if they wanted to. Otherwise, they may have already done it. Because there's never been any point where summoned troops could have their traits. The closest thing we've had to that is the fact that there's a trait, Dragon Soul's new trait, that allows the troop to come in at full mana. It's not exactly the same, but that's like the closest thing we have to that concept. Oh, why did I do that? Oh no, we can actually... No, don't kill Hero! No! That could almost been really bad. Let's see, let's get Apothecary down. Let's go get our summon. So we don't die here. That'd be awful. It's also awful. Apparently getting a summon is worse than not getting a summon. Yeah, let's kill this out with that. Kill one of his higher damagers. It does triple damage if he has higher attack, and obviously he does have higher attack. He does hit pretty hard. Stonehammer's just blocking all of our mana. Okay, everything else we can kind of keep there. Go for High Forge in there. Get our hit. 1 HP! What are you doing? Take our skull that we need. Grab that down. We'll get like an Apothecary in there and do that into a bunch of blues. Use High Forge into whatever's. Take that, skull it. Get a pistol down. Actually, we'll take a skull there. Another High Forge. And then use the pistol into anything. We got 4 mythics within 200 VIP chests. That's pretty decent. Though, generally 50 VIP chests should give you a mythic. It's not guaranteed, but there's a pretty decent chance that it does. But that's still pretty good, though. I think I've opened 150 VIP chests to get 0. Actually, I've only done 250 before. 250 VIP chests and gotten 0. I think that was on... No, it wasn't Amnesia. I feel like we did it at some point. Can't remember when. I do know we went like an absurd amount of VIP chests one time without getting a single one. Oh, we did eventually get it, but you know, it took way more resources than it should have. There hasn't been a single mythic in the entirety of the game that we haven't gotten on day 1. Since day 1 of mythics, we've been able to get every single one. The second it comes out. Oh, that's not enough damage, is it? No, it is not. And we didn't get an extra turn. Fail. What do we need? Grab the yellows there. But at least we haven't lost a Valraven yet. We have lost some points to losing some troops, but it's pretty trivial. And we haven't lost too much. I think we've lost like maybe 30 points to not resummoning stuff. Maybe not even that much. We have been pretty careful about it. Hello, Shadow Dragon! Welcome. That's actually the first mythic we ever got in this game was Shadow Dragon. It's actually probably one of the only reasons, or not only reasons, but one of the reasons why I was actually playing the game a lot initially was Shadow Dragon looked really cool. I was like, oh cool, we got a Shadow Dragon. We actually got Shadow Dragon like absurdly quick. And it was on a different key system too. But, and it was also back when there was like barely any mythics, or barely any legends, I mean. Like way back when the game first started. But we got a Shadow Dragon into a Shadow Dragon, which was quite amazing. And then I had a double Shadow Dragon team at like level 50 or something. Really low. It was a lot of fun to mess around with. And at the time, Shadow Dragon was actually pretty decent too. Mainly because it had, it was one of the only few poisons in the game. And since stats were so low, like 5, 6, 7, 8, poison was absurdly strong back then. It was actually one of the points when Shadow Dragon was basically one of the best troops in the game, oddly enough. It was also the point when Silent One was the best troop in the game, which was awful. Silent One was very annoying. Hands down, like on-release Silent One was probably the most annoying thing in the entire game. Because it didn't silence itself, and back then silence used to drain. It was basically a famine on top of a Silent One. Like, it's what Silent One does now, on top of famine, on top of the fact that it doesn't silence itself. Plus, I believe it was even cheaper, the mana cost of it. I think actually it might have been higher. I think it might have been 16, because they did recently nerf down the mana cost of it. Oh, what am I doing? I need to be throwing on the summoner. Oh yeah, Dragon Soul was amazing. Anytime you get Dragon Soul is really nice. Especially on newer accounts. It's the strongest thing in early game. Still to this day, it is the strongest early game troop in the entire game. There isn't any early game troop stronger than Dragon Soul. Well, situationally, I guess, maybe. There's always situationally stuff that could be. Just overall value. Up to about level 500, or maybe up to about level 300. There isn't anything stronger than Dragon Soul. Not even any mythic in the entire game. Yeah, we'll do it on green, why not? You could try pulling him with Glory Keys. The chance you specifically get him is very unlikely, though you could theoretically get him. But yeah, it would be perfectly fine to try throwing your Glory Keys now and just hope you get him. Though just know that the chance specifically of getting him is very unlikely. Because every single time you get a legend, it's always just going to be one out of however many legends there are in the game chance that you would get him. Next mythic isn't anything too over the top though, so there's really little need to go for the next mythic. Well, it still will be, of course, but it's a pretty bad mythic. It's basically a weaker version of Guard's Avatar that has a different condition for doing its damage. Hey, he's actually blocked by yellow for once. That's nice, because he almost would have had full mana otherwise. Which would, of course, not have been good. I don't know if they've tweaked it or not. They normally don't mention when they slightly tweak drop tables, though they probably have a lot in the past. But unfortunately, they never disclose that kind of stuff. Which is a little bit annoying, but they don't. They're always paranoid about saying the exact drop rate of stuff.
Mana surge.
I'll go and throw blue down. Take a green over. In the past, we used to have a lot of people that used to like check the drop rates. I don't think many people really bother these days, though. Oh yeah, you can easily get away with Mang 3 times Dwarven Gate. The only one, there's only 2 battles where that could potentially be an issue. This one, because it will move you. Bullet and Chief Stronghorn both move you. And Corvash, Manticore, because they both have Mana Drain. And Triple Dwarven Gate team's actually really bad against Mana Drain. Particularly Corvash, because it's just going to drain your the loop that you have. But yeah, other than that, these other 3, it should be cakewalk to take it out with that team. You might want to switch into more towards an Apothecary or some kind of other team, though, for the other ones. For the other 2 right there. Okay, so these 2 still haven't moved. I actually don't know if he did or not. I believe he did. Well, we'll check again later. He's at 284. But yeah, these 2 definitely aren't moving. They stopped. Either because they're out of battles or some other factor. But, yeah, let's go take first place from them. Or second place, I mean. We're definitely not making first. If he's still moving, there's a really high probability we will not make first. But we'll calculate it out once we get a little bit further and see. I would need to have almost 0 battles left, or literally 0 battles left to know for sure how close we are, or how much we would need to take first. We could also then determine how much time we need as well, probably. You know, time would be slightly weird to calculate if he's constantly still getting battles. Hey, we could also see if we're winning at a quicker rate than him, too. Because even if we're far behind, we could theoretically just outpace him if we win super quick. It seems like we're both winning at about the same rate, though. There's also no way to tell if he's actually doing full effort at a given time, though. Like, he could just be casually doing it while doing other stuff. When we're trying to determine his rate. Oh, how's this one not dead yet? It's like the most threatening thing on his team is still not dead. Actually, King Mikhail is, but this thing can still destroy us. Yep, that's exactly what it can do to Hero. And one of the main reasons why it's so threatening is basically what it just did, but to our Bronze Lock Pistol. Hasn't happened yet, but well, it technically just did, just not to our hero in that particular instance. He just moved up by 2. What are you doing? When he moved up by 1 in that time. So we could have caught him at the end of a battle. Thank you, Tuck. Let's see. Since you are probably leveling the new faction Horde first, can you do a breakout video on Horde leveling before stream? What do you mean by that? I actually don't know what you're want me to go over in that regard. Like how to level a new faction? The strategy for it is generally, well, it depends how you're going about it. The way I personally do it is I use the smaller resources, like the first 3 mainly, particularly the rares and the ultra rares. And then I save the other 3, the Epics, the Legends, and Mythics for doing post 100. Other than that, there really isn't much strategy in doing them. It's pretty straightforward. You just put a bunch of treasure in there and then go from there. There's some optimization you can do, but it makes very little difference most of the time. And you're always going to reach level 1, or you're always going to reach quality 10 by the time you reach level 100. I don't even know if it's possible to do that without doing that. I think the furthest anyone has taken me so far was like 80-something, like the low 80-somethings, to get it to quality 10. You're pretty much guaranteed it by the time you get to level 100. Okay, he's blocked by yellow. It's not necessarily needed, but it definitely makes it a lot safer. Somehow you have 7 copies of Dragon Soul and never used them? How could you have never used a Dragon Soul? What are you using for soul farming then? Are you just doing Arena or a Valkyrie team or something? Valkyrie teams aren't bad. I used to use them a lot in the past. I don't currently too much though these days. Well, mainly because I don't really need a soul farm anymore. But still. Okay, what do we need here? That actually really ruined our mana. There we go. Oh, perfect. He moves it right into place. Very good. Yeah, that was a super easy win. Oh, thank you for handing us the win. Oh, wait. Oops. Gotta be careful. I forgot. We still haven't dealt with the Valraven yet. Oh, why did I do that? That was kind of pointless. I'll throw a High Forge and then just throw a pistol at it. And we win. Nope, not yet. Never mind. One more pistol will do it. As long as he doesn't get full mana right now somehow. And he doesn't. There we go, we won. Valraven neutralized. But yeah, we are actually somewhat lucky this time around. We haven't lost a single Valraven, and we haven't lost a single battle. We have lost some points here or there, but the amount of time it would take to care about that is just not worth it. It hasn't been too much. We lost about 20 or 30 probably to not resummoning. That's less than 1 battle worth of points. Oh, it exploded the area I needed. Luckily, it cascaded back to where we needed it. Okay, what do we target here? I guess second slot. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, if we can reach 125 viewers, I will give out another code. We'll pull a Salty today. We got it close earlier. Didn't actually reach it, though. And right now, of course, we're just trying to get Leaderboard on the class event for once. It's actually going to be the first time we bother doing it. Or at least this high, anyways. It doesn't look like we're going to be making first, but there's a good chance we can make second. Okay, get another Apothecary down. Get all that converted. Grab another pistol. Grab another pistol. Grab another pistol. How's he not dead yet? And dead. Oh, we can actually get, I forgot about that. We can actually get Bloodhammer. I want to use it so badly, but we don't actually have alignment for him. Now we do, kind of. Oh yeah, no, we actually do. We'll scroll over for that. There we go. Super dead. And still had plenty of skulls, plus it was Star turn. That was like another 100-something damage still on the board there. Yeah, these two have stopped moving. First place is still moving though. Unfortunately. Okay, that might one-shot something. Like first slot. Okay. Oh no! He just killed my High Forge. There's no way we can keep it alive. It's dead. He did. As long as Pistol doesn't die. We can win the entire game off of it. That's still not going to be enough to kill. That needs to stay alive too if we can, just to make sure we can keep tanking with it. This is a bit overkill, but I do need it to go down. Oh, I get the wasted enchant that you just got from the other thing. Grab that nice convert. Just didn't use the enrage. There we go. A little late. Throw another pistol down. Apothecary over there. What would a good soul farming team be without a Dragon Soul? Triple Warlock Valkyrie. And that's about it. And then you start getting into Ferris Raw Valkyrie categories. But assuming you don't have Dragon Soul, I'd assume you also don't have Ferris Raws. Oddly enough, one pretty nice one is actually Triple Ferris Raw Valkyrie. But I assume you do not have Triple Ferris Raw if you don't have the Dragon Soul. Yeah, Triple Warlock Valkyrie is probably the way to go. I would personally say it's better off just doing Arena, though. But you could, in theory, use that team if you wanted to. It's actually the cheapest soul farming team you can ever build. You generally would have, at the end of Broken Spire, not only 3 copies of Warlock, but also all the trait stones to fully trait Warlock. Warlock also has the cheapest Necromancy in the entire game, making it the cheapest soul farming team you could ever have. But Arena is basically better than doing that most of the time. I think it's technically slightly more souls than Arena, but you wouldn't be getting other Arena-related resources, because you would have to do it in challenges to get that rate. So you wouldn't be getting ingots, you wouldn't be getting as much hero XP and stuff like that. Yep, that guy is still moving at a pretty rapid pace. But we're visible! One more battle and we'll be truly visible. We'll be in top 5. Let's go get it then. Am I looking forward to the new faction? Of course. Every new faction is always a lot of fun. And this one actually seems to have some somewhat okay things in it too. Banner could also theoretically be pretty decent. In like Green Guild War Day and stuff. Okay, I think I just take that skull. Hits him pretty hard. Grab a... I don't want to do High Forge. Let's go throw a hit on first... Actually, you know what? Never mind. We can grab a skull again. Do that. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, I exploited it away. No. Okay, we'll take a skull. 2 hits will do it. There's 1, and pistol will be the second. There we go. Oh, King Mikhail's killed. Well, technically it was already killed since Valor even replaced it. Take our skull. Hitting this thing just so it doesn't randomly kill us. Because he's the only threat really left on the team. High Forge, why not? Throw it down. Doesn't really do much, but we'll get it. What do we take? Let's take yellow for now. Don't want to give him anything. Take the blue. Oh no, that's the skull still. The other way would also give him a skull, so I guess regardless it would have. So we'll let first slot die. We'll resummon if we have to. Yeah, we'll go resummon now. Wait, how'd he die? Oh, he died off a 25% reflect. I forgot. Corrupt's Urska has 25% scroll reflect. It's not really a big deal. If anything, that actually helped us make sure that we had a summon there. It would have been more annoying if we died right at the end, where we would have actually lost points because of it. And a smash, assuming it hits enough. And it should. There we go. The Agwe-based speed teams are pretty nice still. Oh, we got an extra turn right there. Almost didn't see that. Grab that. What else we need? Spell High Forge. Actually, what even is the biggest threat? Technically, nothing on that team is too threatening. Actually, if we were to focus something, the last slot's probably the best thing to focus on this team. Well, actually, you know what? I always do first slot first. I should probably go back to that. And this team actually is worth going for first, just because he has Stone Skin. So I guess first then last slot would be the best order. Those are also the two that end up moving us, so it also works out that way too. It's not even the reason that they move that I'm going for them though. First slot's important to kill because it has 50% reduction otherwise if we don't have Enrage. And last slot is important to kill because he gets damage based on his stats. So if we don't damage him, he's going to have really high damage. Or at least higher than if we were to damage him. Okay, what else we need to move around? Take a brown, try getting that. Move that onto you. Get a nice apothecary down again. And he should do basically 0 damage. Yeah, 50. That's still a pretty decent hit, even with almost no stats. Oh, I could have taken a turn there. Whoops. Oh well. Supposed to kill him with High Forge, most likely. Oh, don't get a kill. And there we go. Yeah, these two are still standing still, and he is still moving up at about the same rate we are. And he has more than triple a lead on us. Wow. Wait, is that a quad? Is he really 4 times ahead of us? That's pretty insane. Especially since we did 2.5 hours so far. Wait, how many times does that go in? We've done 2.5 hours. Let's divide that into how many battles he currently has. Divided by 77 equals... Wow, he almost has 4 times more battles than us. Times that by 2.5, and that would come out to how many hours we've done. And that's how many more hours we'd have to do just to tie his current score. Whoa, he's been playing since it started. We would have to play for another, assuming he just stops right now, which he's not, most likely. We'd have to play for another 9.5 hours just to tie him. That is a lot of time. Plus, of course, the gem cost. Why is he going so far? But he's still going, too. But yeah, that means 9.5 hours prior to now. That means, yeah, he's probably been playing since reset. 9.5 hours prior to now would have been 3 a.m. this morning, and it reset at 2 a.m. So there's a possibility he's been doing this since it started. That or he's just winning slightly quicker than us, but still. He's been doing this for anywhere from 9 to 12 hours so far. That's a lot of time. I don't know why he's going so crazy with it, but at least we can make second. Yeah, we're not going for first. That's pretty obvious now. We're not going for first, but we have a really good chance at second. We'll go for second. See how that goes. I think first is out of question at this point. Even if we wanted first at this point, just the fact that he's been doing it all day makes it so we just can't win. Because we have not been doing it all day. I should have taken that free skull. Whoops. Oh well, not that big a deal. Oh, still extra turn. Nice. Apparently we still get it in the end. Not the exact way I would have wanted to taken it, but oh well. Works out. What do we want? Let's grab a skull there. Get her hit. High Forge. Just start hitting Mana Core some. I'll just die off a skull randomly. Oh, why'd I do that? We didn't even need any of that mana. Hey, you snooze, you lose. Oh no, that's quite insane. That means he's up to 12 hours right now, approximately. Give or take a few hours, depending on if he's really winning that quickly. But, I don't know, I think it feels like he's winning at about the same rate that we are. Maybe ever so slightly quicker. But I'm using this team mainly just so we don't lose Val Ravens. There's a good chance if he's using a different team that's slightly quicker, like some kind of AoE team, or that new weapon, that one brown weapon, that one Doom Skull related one. There's a possibility he may have lost Val Ravens, but because he's throwing so many gems, he doesn't care if he loses any. Whereas we're trying to make sure we don't lose a single one. And we still haven't yet. We got every Val Raven and we haven't lost a battle. Just so we can serve on a slightly more of the gems. Might be slightly slower, but it gets a better win rate. He sees me catching up and he's stepping on the gas. No, we're not even catching up at all. He might see me once we start reaching second, though. He might not even notice that we're even trying yet. Like, I'm not paying attention at all to 4th or 5th place right now. Even though we're literally in 5th place. I only keep looking at 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So he might be doing the same thing and might not notice us yet. What do we need here? Grab a convert on that. Down. And there we go. Oh no, the stream went down for a second. That's actually, I think, the first time it happened all stream. Went down literally only for a second, though. Might not have been noticeable. Maybe we'll get Apothecary down, get the red. I don't know why, but the connection is actually doing a little bit better today than it normally is. Which is weird. It's not any different than any other morning. Even compared to our Friday, Saturday streams, it's doing better. For no apparent reason. Okay, we'll go and throw High Forge there. Need to kill his High Forge before he does the same to us. Naps are pretty awesome. Midday naps. It's relaxing. Am I going to switch to Meng at some point? No. All these battles are exactly the same. Challenges, class events do not get harder past round 8. Round 8 is the maximum of difficulty for this event. At no point do they gain any higher stats. Literally the exact same thing that we do for round 8 has been the exact same battles we do this entire time. Unlike the other game modes that keep incrementally increasing over time, class events do not. At round 8, you have reached the maximum capacity of how difficult it will get. So the exact same battles that we did to get that orb are the exact same battles we're still doing now, even though we're like twice the amount of battles in. Actually, we're literally twice the amount of battles in, yet they're still the exact same as doing up to 40. So yeah, the difficulty of what we did is still the same as right down here. It's exactly the same. There's not any difference with it. Also, he's at 300. He's at exactly... Oh, never mind. I was going to say exactly 5 times. That's not how math works. But no, he's at about 3 point something times, like 3.5. Actually, he's not exactly 3.5. Yeah, he's exactly 3.5 times ahead of us, is how far he is right now. That's a lot. Which, time-wise, that's like I mentioned earlier, about 9 hours or so, given how much time we've currently done. Also, we have about 60 battles left, which should put us at about 140 or so battles. Which means, yeah, we actually did not need to buy the other 500 pack. Whoops. Well, at least we have a really good guarantee second place. But I think I overspent by like $500. If nothing else, we still got, I mean, $500, not $500. I mean, 500 gems. Obviously not $500, that'd be absurd. But, yeah, 500 gems. I think we overspent. But if nothing else, we still get the classy XP for it, so we didn't technically overspend. We basically got Runepriest maxed. It's not exactly maxed, but it's almost maxed. It's only going to take like a day to get it maxed if we want to go out of our way for it. We'll do it eventually. But yeah, with that being said, we're only a little bit further than halfway done. Which is weird to think about it like that, but yeah, we still got a while to go. Which means we'll be streaming for at least another hour and a half and see how far we are by then. By that point, we should almost be taking over the current second place. Second and third. Oh, I hate when I do that. You're supposed to use the other one for it. I just converted out green, even though we have a thing that's supposed to convert out green. I hate when I do that. I think that's the first time we actually did that so far. Surprised we haven't done it way more. Hey, second apothecary. Not exactly what we need there, but it worked. Oh yeah, sorry, I keep saying male. Need some neutral pronouns, or female. Let's see. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not even noticing that as I'm saying that. I'm not even looking at their names. Okay, we'll go take a purple there, grab that, get our green, throw a pistol at it. Get a high forge. How's that not dead? I'll go convert that out. Still not dead. You know, I'm gonna do that just in case. Super overkill. That's worth it. And now we spoke it twice. Okay, get a hit. Is that enough? Yeah, it's enough. Burn will kill it. Tessa has a female avatar name too. I don't know. Is Tacet a female name? Pretty sure it's gender neutral. Not too many people actually have that as a name, though. I'm not even sure where in the world that's a pretty common name. I know it's not in the United States, that's for sure. I've never heard anyone call Tacet in the United States. I know the name exists out there, though. Of course, it's not my actual name, though these days it almost is. Because of how much I use it online. It basically has become my name. Like, even all my friends and stuff just call me Tacet because that's what they know me as, rather than my actual name. Most of them do know what my actual name is, it's just they don't ever call me by it. Haha, JZG. Nice. There you go, throw that over. Oh wait, what am I doing? We're up against a Valraven. I'm playing as if we're not up against a Valraven. Let me go and try killing that out. Definitely don't need that thing escaping, that's for sure. Nice, nice, nice! Wow, that was a lot of luck. We didn't even need that much luck, but it's appreciated. Okay, we'll go and haha, JZG. Gosh. Okay, we'll take a skull over. Yeah, another hit down. Yeah, even some of you guys know what my actual name is, like you, JCG. Or at least part of my actual name. I don't think I've ever actually said my full actual name on stream. I've hinted at like parts of it, but never like the entire thing. What do we take here? Go throw a pistol down. Take the blue over. I don't even think I use my real name for anything other than like legal documentation, and that's basically it. I would never actually change it though, but I never really use it too much. Okay, we'll convert out blue there. What do we need? Do we bother with a skull? Why not? It's wasting time. It's not going to do much with it. Still haven't lost one yet, so very unlikely to happen just to a random Corvash. Though it could. Let's go to that. Get our convert there. Wait, is that not an extra turn? Oh no. Oh no, no, look at this. There we go. I'll give his pistol. That does not give him enough to live, but we just take his enrage to go throw a tap, throw another skull, and then we just kill it with bronze lock. Actually, we just kill with skull too. Do that. High forge him. And then worry about the other mana drainer. Always assume everyone is male until proven otherwise. That is honestly how I generally go about things online. Obviously not in person. Okay, we'll go and throw a hit there. Oh! What's happening? We actually finally lost Bronze Lock Pistol to the weirdest of teams. Like, he doesn't even have Corvash anymore. Like, the main thing that would actually make us lose troops, and he doesn't even have it. We should still easily win. We still have high forge, so that can carry our entire team if we had to, but still, that's unfortunate. Hey, at least since we finally lost our hero, we can get a full team of dwarves now, and that will give us the highest possible bonus for his ability. It'll give us 6 additional damage. Oh, that's funny. We basically recreated the team just without hero. We have our entire core team other than Bronze Lock. What do we need here? Just get High Forge back up. Throw it down again. Fight the freeze. There we go. Hey, we got a Blood Hammer. Dead. Hey, there we go. We still didn't lose any points for that, even though that was a really weird, shaky battle. But yeah, we're still in 4th. All the way back up there. I wonder if Jode is actually playing. I should probably pay attention. Because he could theoretically get as far as us. Actually, really anyone in this area still could. If they actually have a lot of battles. But let's keep going. Oh, also first place stopped. He was at 300 several battles ago, and he still hasn't moved. There's a possibility he finally decided to stop. Though, even if he did stop, as I mentioned earlier, he's 9 hours ahead of us. Even if I play for every possible remaining second left, if he plays for even 2 hours, he would automatically beat us. So, yeah, we're probably not going to contest that. Though, very high possibility we can still make second. So, we'll keep working towards that. Second and third are still very much within the range of possibilities. Okay, no good converts. We'll just move that over for now. He'll skull us. Fine. Go and what do we need here? Let's move that for now. Grab the green. Get an apothecary in there. Yeah, let's do it on some reds there. Move that over. Skull. Throw a Corvash down. I mean, Corvash. Throw a High Forge down, I mean. Starting to lose it from playing so much. Get another hit down. These are doing just the same 5 battles over and over again. There's no variation between them. They're not even gaining higher stats. It's kind of like Bounty Hunter, except instead of 1 battle, it's 5. And we have different restrictions. Oh, he's gonna get a summon. I haven't been focusing him enough. You gotta kill as well. I almost don't even want to bother high forging, because I know if I do, he's gonna get triple summon. So we'll do that instead. Oh, good. He doesn't even do anything. Let's kill that out, and then we can high forge double kill. Whoops, I almost won accidentally. We only would have lost 1 point. Not that big a deal, but there we go. Yeah, Joe isn't moving yet, but we'll keep an eye. Those two still at the same place. Yeah, he stopped. He's not moving. He's not moving. Everyone around us isn't moving currently. That's a good sign. Let's keep going. Also, we already bought a pack ahead of them, so they would have to spend 500 gems if they even want to pass us. And then they would also have to put in the time. That died quickly. Oh, we're about to lose Apothecary, but I don't even have anywhere good to use it. That's awful. I don't know, do I still use it? No, I think we do Bronze Lock and just hope we get lucky. Nope, no extra turn. Oh, we can actually lose this. Let's see. What do we need? Skull's gonna be kind of pointless. I think we just take mana. Ideally not a brown. I would want to take a, yeah, we can take blue. Actually, we'll take blue skull. I don't want to try keeping that brown to redo our barrier like that. Need to make sure this dies. High Forge will kill it out. High Forge, where's your mana? Ow. High Forge, what are you doing? Stop dying. He's gonna have full mana on that. Not yet though. I need a red, but we don't have it. Let's take blue. Skull to red would be amazing. That is not a skull to red. That is dangerous. If he kills High Forge, we're actually in trouble. Brown would be really nice right now. We don't have it, so I'm gonna play it safe and just do Bronze Lock, because I had a feeling it would go for that. Okay, so now we just need to deal with this thing. We need barrier before it hits again, otherwise we're losing a lot of durability. There's our barrier. We can still get rid of it, of course. Need to get its armor below mine. Otherwise, that's gonna hurt if it ever gets a hit on. Okay, I think we're fine now. Armor should have a good enough lead that she won't kill us. And now we win. Just a matter of actually killing it. Unless it gets really, really lucky with a bunch of skulls. It's very unlikely. There we go. Yep, still possible though. He needs 3 skulls to kill us. Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, like that. Actually, he got a Doom Skull, so he didn't actually need 3 skulls, just 2. Well, we finally lost. It wasn't a Valraven battle, though, luckily. Ouch. Well, then. Oh, speaking about Valraven, let's not lose this one. Well, it was only a matter of time. We still haven't lost a Valraven, though, yet. It was only a matter of time before we got hit with a billion skulls. Fail. I'll throw that down. High Forge. Actually, do we High Forge? We'll take that first. No free turns. But we do have Enrage, so I guess we'll go for it. It's a lot of damage. Yeah, hopefully our only loss as well. Not that big a deal, but because I'm pretty sure they've actually lost multiple times. We'd be able to determine how many times they've lost by what our lead is when we have 20 battles remaining. The first time we have 20 battles remaining is when we would have 0 with how many backs they bought. So we'd be able to tell how many times they've lost at that point. But we won't be able to determine that prior. Well, speaking about that, we might lose again. What's going on here? Okay, go throw Apothecary down on purple. Red? Yeah, purple. Do it on you. Get our summon back. Get all the manas we need. Throw High Forge first, and then feed it mana. Grab that, just get it full. Actually, do I grab that skull too? Actually, we could grab it for free. We do have to waste Apothecary for it, but it makes it so its armor is low enough that it can't kill us now, which is important. There we go. Take another skull. Throw High Forge at it. And then this goes right to the front, and then we can hit it a few times. Go to focus. Throw this on all the greens there. Grab the other one. Get another hit there. High Forge, kill it. And oh, it deals triple to red. We can actually kill that immediately. Let's see. How is there sexism in chat? Oh no, what happened? I didn't see anything that ended up mentioning it. Okay, we'll go and convert. Though I probably might have missed it in the previous battle. I'm gonna take the greens over, get Apothecary down. Do it on the yellow there. Yeah, don't fight in chat. Okay, we'll go and High Forge him. Skull, do we need it? No. Do we want it? Probably. You have your finger on timeout for the moderation thing. Actually, you're the only moderator even here, aren't you? I might need more moderators again. I need to go and like almost purge all the moderators I currently have because there's a lot of like deader ones at the moment. Ones that have been around for a little while. Mainly because we've had dozens of them in the past. Okay, so he's probably going to kill that off of that. Or we're just completely missed. That works too. Grab that, grab that. Get another hit in there. Actually, probably was this called a Valkyrie. Well, it does the same kind of thing as Valkyrie. It's a 10 mana cost troop that does a convert of a single target color. This does it for brown instead of blue. There we go. And then we just High Forge into nothing because High Forge is enough damage. Yeah, we almost never have trolls for the most part. No, chat normally behaves itself pretty well. For the most part. There's very, very rarely ever any issues that come up. Yeah, we'll go get the reds down there. The skull that we need. Grab a other convert there. The greens. Actually, chat, for the last like several months, we haven't had a single issue like ever come up, I don't believe. Which is actually really surprising. Like, we haven't even been getting bots or anything either. Like, coming in and spamming. Currently, YouTube is my main means of income, yes. It's not the only thing I make money from, but out of everything that I do for money, it is currently the one I make the most from. And it is pretty much the only thing I'm doing for money. There are like a few others like side things. Mainly just trying to build up passive income is the main thing at the moment. And YouTube's just the one that's, of all the things I've been messing around with, the one that's been taken up the most. It's still not sustainable as far as like living off of it. But, you know, it's getting there in time. It's definitely a lot of fun to do, that's for sure. And I enjoy doing this kind of content. Streaming, going over guides for various games, mainly obviously Gems of War these days, and stuff like that. What else we need? Get a High Forge in there. Okay, so that dies out. We need a Apothecary cast in there. Put that down. Get a High Forge, and then just throw 2 Bronze Lock at it. Oh, we got Deep Bore. Deep Bore is actually really nice. We could, in theory, actually get quicker wins with Deep Bore than Apothecary. The only real big issue with that is we don't use green, but we have a convert to get rid of green with Grimlet. But what's really nice about this is our banner currently has a +1 blue, and a Deep Borer has a +1 blue. And since it starts with half mana, it starts with 4 mana. And with +2 blue, a non-surge blue would bring Deep Borer to full mana. So in that way, we could actually get slightly quicker wins by using Deep Borer at the start of battle. The only real big concern with that is we're using 1 whole less color, which I guess isn't too big a deal. It also makes it so we don't have Cleanse. But I don't believe there's any freeze or really any stats effects this week. So, I don't know, we could actually get away with that if we wanted to. Use Deep Borer instead. I don't know, I've been using this so much that we might as well just stick with it. I'm kind of used to it already. But, I don't know, we might actually get some more value just out of using Deep Borer instead. That's fine. What we're doing is working. Other than the one time it didn't work. But other than that one battle. But almost every team's going to lose eventually. Pretty sure that was just an outlier. Though this battle seems to be the one that's really tripping us up, though. Yeah, we'll get a that and that one High Forge team, just because the High Forge and that other trip can sometimes do a lot of damage. Oh, why'd I do that? All I did was feed him his cast that he needed. Fail. Oh yeah, I will be expanding to other games into the future. I just don't know which ones I specifically want to go for. Probably smaller indie titles that do take off a little bit is probably some of the ones I'd want to focus on a bit more. Because none of them that have been coming in recently have been particularly interesting to me. At least to a point where I'd want to cover it extensively. Oh, we will be covering some Switch games into the future too. Though those don't really profit, those are more so just for fun and just to get a little bit more exposure out there. Because most of those kind of games I wouldn't want to get like really in-depth to. Like I wouldn't want to do speed running. Most of the guide stuff would be covered by the billion of other people that would do it. That's the other big issue with like really big titles too. You generally don't want to do like excessively large titles. It's because there's already so many people that are going to be covering that kind of stuff. You want to find the smaller stuff that no one's really covering at all. Like you type in Gems of War on YouTube, it's pretty much just me because no one else is covering it. And even some of the other stuff I've done in the past, it's stuff that no one's bothering to cover in games that are somewhat smaller. Like RuneScape, Old School RuneScape, and Stardew Valley were like 2 of the other bigger ones. Like I believe they're actually the most viewed stuff on the channel. Some of the videos I've done for it. Just because even though both of them are pretty big... Stop killing us! Even though both of them are slightly bigger games, there's not that many people covering specific areas of the game. Okay, and then we throw High Forge into anything. Why do we have to get him? All he's doing is blocking our mana. But we'll cover that down, do our purple. And can we get a skull there? Let's take that for now. And then High Forge kill it. Do I have more than one account on Gems of War? We've probably had over a dozen accounts throughout the history of this game. But yes, we've had more than one account on Gems of War. It's somewhere around a dozen. As far as ones I've actively played, it's pretty much just this one, though. And there is a second one that I slightly play here and there, but I haven't really been doing too much with it lately. Okay, what do we need? We take a Scolder. It's on Enrage too, so it does do a lot of damage. We don't actually need the red though, so I guess we'll pass our turn. Hopefully he won't take it, and he doesn't. It's actually still there if we want it. I'm tempted. I'll take it, why not? Grab that, I do whatever. Throw a pistol down. I've played RuneScape for... Let's see, how long have I played RuneScape for? Probably a total of 10 or so years on and off, approximately. Because I played it around 2003 to about 2010, whatever soon after Dungeoneering was. And then I came back when Old School RuneScape, well, not even when Old School RuneScape came out. I think I came back like a year and a half ago. And then only just recently, a couple months ago, ended up stopping it. Well, actually, in July, I think I stopped. Soon after Theater of Blood in Old School RuneScape, I ended up stopping. Yeah, I might eventually come back to it, I'm not sure. I normally just make skilling accounts and ones that do economy stuff on it. But, I did end up making almost a max main for once. It was actually the first time I've ever bothered making a main, because I always just make pures for either PvP or for, skilling or other stuff. I still have my defense pure, too. Not sure if I'll really do much with it, though. Defense pures were a lot more interesting back when summoning was a thing. Like back in like 2008, 2009. These days, they're not much they could be used for. There's also like a gigantic nerf on Old School RuneScape to them when they ended up nerfing Serpentine Helm, which was basically the whole thing they were built around. That and Dragonfire Shield, which they have made some nerfs too, but it's still pretty ridiculously strong. I think one of the more recent things they did with it is they nerfed a XP gaining method with it that a lot of 10 HP defense pures end up using, because there's not too many methods on low level in Old School RuneScape to really gain XP towards any given stat. Once you get to 40, you can just do pest control though, but they didn't really add too many other methods, unfortunately, other than pest control, which has basically always been around for the most part. Yeah, RuneScape's a really interesting game, like the history of it and just everything with it. It's definitely a game I would advise everyone who hasn't played it to play it at least once, just to try it out. What do we need here? Grab a pistol down. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people on the internet that have female accounts that just pretend to be a female but are actually male. I've seen that hundreds of times. It's very common. And most people don't even do it like maliciously or anything, they just happen to do it. Let's see. We're High Forge now. Get an Apothecary onto yellow. What else we need? Get another hit on you. You can go get a convert over, if I even can. What do we need? Let's go and let's take purple for now, grab our browns. He did not go for the kill there. Unfortunately, we don't have alignment on it, so we'll stick around. It's probably going to die, but can't do anything about it. Throw another hit on there. High Forge will kill it if we could ever get mana. There we go. Somehow still did not have the convert for that, at least not for an extra turn. This is the whole point of casting it. There we go. Oh, but that ruins all of our mana. Or, you know, we don't get any mana from it, I mean. Do we waste a turn just to skull here? Actually, we can Apothecary it and then try cascading into one. There we go, exactly so. Nice. Could take another skull if we want. Do we want it though? I guess we do. I'll take that. Or High Forge. Do that. That somehow still does not kill. Get another hit on you. Do that onto yellow. I forge it again. And he's gonna make me. No, we're not gonna bother. He's gonna kill it with that. I'm not gonna bother for 1 point. Trying to get the last little bit of mana. Take us like 30 seconds just to get it. There we go. So are they moving? No, they are not. Oh wait, this guy moved up by 1, but we'll have to keep an eye on him. But yeah, this guy hasn't moved. The one who has 82. This guy hasn't moved. This one hasn't moved. And first place has actually stopped. They're not doing any more battles. So sweet. We can go claim our second place then. Also, wow, we still have a lot of battles left. 15. That brings us to 105. Yeah, there's a good chance he only bought up to the previous tier. Well, he bought up to tier 7. He didn't multi-buy tier 7, though. So, yeah, we should have second place in the bag then. We're probably going to go until we get a little bit further than second place, and then do the rest later tonight. Even if we start streaming at 8, that's theoretically 6 hours that we could grind for, which is plenty enough time to secure second place if they happen to go further by then. It also makes it so we don't have to do an absurd amount of extra. We'll probably just go to 125, stop, see where they are at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course just take a break in between then and go from there. But yeah, we have a good chance of making second place. We'll have to see how it goes. But yep, let's go and get to that point first. We're doing 2 streams today? Yes, of course. We're doing the stream right now, and then we'll be streaming at the normal time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same time as always, later tonight, which is in, what, 6.5 hours from now? Approximately. 6 hours, 40 minutes. Oh, we still don't have full mana on him. We keep getting alignment on him. But I don't have his mana. There we go. Apothecary, do we need it? Probably not. Let's do that into full mana. But yeah, we won't know till tomorrow if we actually won or not, though. Well, actually, I guess by tonight we'll kind of know, but you know, it's not definitive until it's actually done. Even if we have a lead, they could go on at like midnight and then pass us in those 2 hours or something. If they really wanted to. I don't think they're going to go much further, though. Because if they want to go any further, they have to spend 500 gems. And even if they do, they're probably not going to spend 1,000 more gems just to get it. Because there's a possibility we have a better win rate than them. We definitely do have a better win rate than the person in third place. We won't know the other one until we get a little bit closer, though, if we have a better win rate. Because assuming we have a better win rate, even if they spend another 500 to second place currently, we'd still outpace them. Because our win rate with the battles would have been better, and we would have gotten more points from it. Unless he wants to spend 1,000 gems, which is very unlikely. Just to get the 2 major orbs. Because he would still get 2 major orbs even if he goes down to third. So he probably won't mind going down to third and just staying there. Hey, we got a replacement. I love when it ends up summoning that. The chance is very low. It's like 1 in 20, or somewhere around there. But it's still nice when it happens. Basically, just get a replacement of what died. Do you know if there's a Titan class event coming soon? I don't believe so. I could go double check on the all-knowing spoiler thread of events. Let me see. Titan. No, there's no Titan coming soon. Not within the next month. There is no Titan event. The next ones are, let's see, what are the next events? The next several class events are... Next one is Kazeel, which is Runepriest. Never mind, that's what we're doing right now. Then we have Necromancer. Then we have Warpriest. Then we have Thief. Oh, Thief's coming back again. Then we have Assassin. Then we have Sorcerer. So none of those are Titan. But hey, I guess we'll go Max Thief, and maybe I should stop trying to Max Thief. We could just do it on January 17th. Is the next Thief class. That's in, what, a few weeks from now. So we can just do that then. Nice. Anyways, let me go back. Where were we? Oops, let me move chat back. I can't even see it right now. Move that away. There we go. Oh, are we getting Titan back in February? Nice. Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of people going for it. Maybe not too many endgame people, because pretty much everyone in endgame, or even mid-game, pretty much have Titan maxed. But if you don't currently have Titan maxed, yeah, it could possibly be worth it. The only big issue with it, though, is a lot of people will be trying for leaderboard during that, most likely. So, I don't know, it might not even be worth doing it, just because there's going to be so much competition for it. Especially since the team for it's so ridiculously good. It's actually a meta team that you can use. You'd use Euro Fire Mantle, Fire Giants, Hero using Dawnbringer, or Black Manacle, though ideally Dawnbringer, and Hindla. And that's actually one of the stronger teams in the game. Not absolute strongest, it's a little bit towards the slower side, but it's really strong from a durability standpoint. Has the highest HP in the entire game and is a pretty solid team. Yeah, there's no way where I'm going to be trying for a leaderboard then. Any of the ones I'm still going to be trying for a leaderboard on is going to be ones where we still need EXP. For example, next week's Necromancer I might go for. Or was it next week? Or whenever it is. That actually seems somewhat tempting. Because that's one of the events where I still need a lot, or one of the classes where I still need a lot of EXP for it. Plus it might be one that people might not necessarily go for. We'll go for that. Oh, we'll see. I don't know if I'd want to do it 2 weeks in a row, though. I might be tired of it after today. Especially since we still need to do something similar to this again for tomorrow. I'm not going to be going for leaderboard for the new faction, but we still need to go do all the battles to get all rewards, if nothing else. To get all the vault keys, the orbs, and all that. I probably shouldn't have done that. He can still escape. We could actually still lose 2 battles. We haven't lost one yet, but it could still happen at any time now. Ideally, we'd want to convert out yellow. Didn't have it, though. Oh, there we go. We won. Don't even need to do anything. It'll die off a burn. Actually, it'll die off our destroy. There we go. And this match, just throw another hit at him. And keep moving on. Right back at 35. And still at 4. Let's see. This guy's moving, isn't he? Yeah, he's at 83 now. Oh no! We got more competition again. But these 3 are still stopped. First, second, and third place have stopped moving at the moment. That's cool. But yeah, wow, we still have that many battles. 15 battles is like 25. Which means we're at about... wow. We're at about 123 then. Oh wow, we have a way better win rate than them then. Well, we have only lost once and no Val Raven, so that might be why. But hopefully we can keep that up. Yeah, I probably didn't even need to buy another pack. Fail. Oh well. At least we know if we need to do more battles later, we can. Also, doing this is a lot less time than I thought. First place is still an absurd amount of time like I thought it would be. But I'm actually surprised how low second place is. Second place is, in theory, I believe only going to be about 4 hours or so to get. Which is still quite a bit of time, but, you know, that's not as... I was expecting a higher number. Though, of course, that could still change. They could move up later, which would, of course, make more time that we don't have to do. But we'll see as it comes to that point. Good afternoon, Dragon Ball Z fan. Welcome. Bloodhammer again. That's actually probably one of the best summons we can even get. Just because we can get Doom Skull spam into instant win. And even if it kills itself out, it's not too big a deal since we can just get another summon right back in. Unfortunately, it doesn't have alignment. Still doesn't have alignment. Still doesn't have alignment. We're gonna win the battle by the time it gets alignment. Actually, at this point, I might just cast it. There we go. There we go. There we go, that was actually a pretty quick Corvash kill for once. So he won't be that annoying this time around. I'm sure taking those browns first. Whoops. Yeah, I might need to take a break soon, just from the fact that starting to perform a little bit worse. And I'll still be going for at least another half an hour, most likely. I want to try at least make it second. Because we need to have a time lead over top current second, just in case he does start doing battles again. Just to make sure we have enough time to pass him later. And I'll probably do some of this off stream too. We don't need to do literally all of it on stream. I'll take that down. That again, take a red. Take that other one down. A skull there. High forge it for the kill. That or take a nap so I can do it later at night. Okay, we'll go and just kill him with skull, and down he goes. Let's see, is the other guy moving? Oh no, this other guy's starting to move again. He's on the move. Not sure how far he's gonna go, but he is moving. Yeah, I kind of want to try reaching 120 by this stream, just so we can see what his current win rate is and non-death rate. Because we'd be able to see how many kills, or how many times he has died compared to us. We'd also be able to see what his win rate is compared to us. Because we could just do an inverse from how many sigils we have left. We would just have to minus 20 sigils from whatever we have, and that would be the difference of how many extra we have compared to him. What even is this board right now? Just did that right into a thing. There's a really good board setup. There's no way we reduce his attack, so we actually do have to kill him in order to not get hit by that. God, there's so many things on this team that could be a threat. Well, take that down. It normally doesn't actually get you, though, but potentially there's a lot of things. I think it's because none of them just outright kill you. They just do a lot of concentrated damage, but don't actually get the kill. Should be enough for High Forge to kill. Not even sure. Well, find out. It is not. Even if we had an extra dwarf, that still would have been 1 damage short. Let's see, is this other guy still moving? Okay, he hasn't moved yet. So we'll find out in another battle or two if he's still moving. If nothing else, hopefully he's at least moving slower than this. I don't think he's going to go all the way, though. He's probably just doing some of his other battles that he has. Because any of them that do want to move further, they'd have to go buy a whole another 500 pack, which most of them probably won't do. I probably wouldn't even do it if we have to go further than how far we've already gone. Because we already spent 2,350, not counting the gems we got back. Which isn't that many. Not even remotely enough. What did it take? Grab a skull there. Hit a skull. Kill it with a pistol. Actually, I don't even need to directly hit it and it'll die to it. A Corvash down. I mean, Corvash. Well, it's the same difference. Kind of, not really. Oh no! What did I do that for? You know, High Forge. But, I hate when I do that. Perverting out the color when you can just do that instead. Always better to do the one that has the effect, obviously. Ooh, I assume that would be enough damage. One is awful. The fact that we're just 1 damage off, because now I have to waste a whole bronze lock just to kill it, which is a super waste. We need to go and make sure that does not die. Take that over. Dies to burn, good. Be easy win from here. I do want to try getting a summon if we can, though. And we don't even need to go out of our way for it. There we go. Haha, so many gems wasted for just 2 major green orbs. Well, at least we got to have a lot of fun for it, even if we don't get anything out of it. The adventure was fun. But who knows, maybe we'll get 2 major blues. 2 major blues is almost like getting a orb of power. Though that's very unlikely that we'll get that, though. That's essentially 2/3 an orb of power. Because, of course, the main thing preventing you from actually crafting orbs of powers is the greens. I mean, the greens. Ha! If only. Or the blues. So once we get the blues, we pretty much just instantly have more orbs of power. Major blues, that is. Yeah, I would consider 2 major blues to be 2/3 of a... I basically consider every major blue to be 1/3 a power orb. Simply because all the other components are so easy for it. Obviously the green are easy, and obviously the orange are relatively easy. Slightly harder than the greens, but still very populated to a degree above the blues. Wow, that was a long cascade. We even got a map from it. Let it die now, it's fine. Oh, we didn't even go for the kill. Grab a purple there. Get a pistol down. Yeah, that's the first thing we're doing on tomorrow's stream is opening up the 2 major orbs. Assumably that we're actually getting 2 major orbs, but we should. Even if we somehow get 3rd, which shouldn't happen, we should be able to get 2nd. But even if we get 3rd, we still get 2 major orbs. The only difference is 100 gems. Between 2nd and 3rd. It seems like a lot of gems, but given how much we have to pay out, it's basically 0. It's just returning some of what we paid into it. Or, you know, paid as in gems. Obviously, it was still free. All of our gem stack is free right now. Just from accumulating it from various stuff. Also, I'm just checking for tribute right now. I don't have that notification thing on right now. I figured it'd be annoying to have on during streams, which is why I don't currently have it on. I do use it off stream, though. I only use it for pets and tributes. Mainly tributes. Ah, the dreaded loading screen. Come on now. Sometime today. Rank 1 for tomorrow's event? No, definitely not. There's no chance we're doing rank 1. It's actually a complete waste. I'd rather just do the free battles. Honestly, I wouldn't even go bother doing tier 4 if it wasn't for the fact that it had a weapon. And the fact that it's also required for all rewards. The notification thing? Oh, there's alerts now on PC. Mobile already had this for, I believe, a couple versions. I believe console has it now, too. But, actually, does console have it? I know it's mainly was for PC, I believe. But, yeah, there's alerts now where you can, set, like, various things. Like, notify you whenever your tribute is ready. Notify you whenever you have a pet. Notify you whenever an event occurs and stuff like that. Though, of course, the most 2 relevant ones are tributes and the pets. And it just gives you a quick notification through your browser that the tribute or pet is ready. Or whatever else you set it for. It's underneath your options menu. And then it just attaches to any browser you want. I just use it with Chrome. If it will ever get back to the main menu, I'll go show where it actually is as well. Can you close the tab of the browser and get it too? I'm not certain. I always have my browsers open, so I actually don't know the answer to that. I never not have a browser open. Even when streaming, I need it open just to be able to look at chat, and in case I need to look up other stuff and get the redeem code and all that. Sometime today? Hello? We broke the game with lag. Oh well. Well then. Oh, well, that's doing its thing. Let me go check something real quick. Oh, gosh. It's gonna take forever. Oh, did it finally click? I heard a noise. Did it click? I heard a click noise. There we go. Let's go get our tribute. Nice. Get our mail. And, oh yeah, underneath your settings, underneath alerts, they have all this now. You enable alerts to your whatever web browser you want. And then there's alerts for a bunch of things. The two most useful ones are Kingdom Income. Wait, is that even tribute? I don't even think that one's tribute. Why is that one activated? Or maybe that is tribute. Never mind, that is tribute. Kingdom Income, which is the tribute. I don't know why it's called Kingdom Income. Well, I guess because it's technically the hourly income as well. But, yeah, make sure that one's activated and make sure pet rescues are activated. But you can set it for a bunch of other stuff too. I don't know what guild activity would actually do. Would it tell you literally whenever anyone does anything with the guild? Interesting. Guild chat probably notifies you when someone says anything in your guild chat. PvP rewards and PvP, I'm not really sure why that would be useful. All of these, I guess, notify you whenever you get it within your battle if you're not paying attention. Oh, no, never mind. It just notifies you when there's an event for it. So, like, let's say it's Friday, and we end up getting a new faction event, for example. So if you had this activated, and you were playing on Friday, and you were playing at 2 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, or whenever time that is in your time zone, it would then give you an alert saying, hey, faction event just started, go do it, or something, I don't know. But, yeah, this is for whenever events switch over. Most of these would be pretty useless, because they're pretty obvious when most of them occur, for the most part. But some of them, I guess, could be helpful. But yeah, it's mainly Tribute and Pet Rescue are the two main ones. But anyways, was there something else I wanted to come out here for? I felt like there is, but I completely forgot what it is by now. So anyways, let's go back to where we were and keep continuing with this event. So this guy still isn't moving, so we'll keep going with this. Also, we could judge at 105 how close this guy is, but he's not really my concern. It's more so the guy in second, who I'd say is more the concern. Anyways, let's keep going. What I'm looking for. There we go. I keep wanting to click Y on the keyboard instead of Y on the controller. Also, I still haven't figured out how to rebind this controller on PC. I don't even know if it is possible without using third-party software, and I don't want to do that just because I don't know if the game would pick it up as something else if I was to use it to rebind the keys of this controller. But I don't think there's anything within the game itself to rebind a controller. None of that is it. None of that is it. None of that is it. Nope, nope, nope. What did it take here? I'll take Skull. Grab the convert on there. Oh yeah, you can hold shift while the game is starting to get to that menu. Oh yeah, I might adjust that later then. Because it's still kind of weird that I'm clicking the Y button instead of A. Also, if I try bringing this menu up to try to click things, this is me clicking Y. It's going to do, me clicking Y will do Hive Forge. And then me clicking X does Y for whatever reason. None of these keys are the exact one that it should be. Clicking A does X, and clicking B does... Oh, B is actually correct. It's the only one that's actually correct. Let's see. We'll go and move that down. Yeah, I don't know why those three are off. It's kind of weird. But A, X, and Y are not bound to the correct to the correct ones for whatever reason. Everything else is. Oh, oops, I thought it was a brown. Did I just take the not brown? Apparently. Hero, don't die. What are you doing? No, we'll take a brown, get our barrier back. Start hitting Mana Core because Mana Core. I'd be hitting last off if we could, but stealthy. Get a High Forge for our resummon. Yeah, that could do a lot of damage. That's our backup Bronze Lock pistol, I guess. Just one-shot everything with it. As long as we have any amount of armor, we can still hit it. And then we just do that into Bronze Lock. Or actually, we can do that into High Forge, or Skull, or anything. There, have a Skull, it's exact damage. Go home, controller, you're drunk, yeah. 3 keys are not set to the correct keys. Actually, you know what? Is he actually ahead of us on battles? He might. I keep saying that we have a better win rate than him. He might have a better win rate than us. But then again, we only lost 1 battle, so the only way he could possibly have a higher win rate is if he didn't lose 1 battle. He would have to have 100% win rate and 100% Valraven, which could have happened. But yeah, we only have 11 battles of difference. Though 11 battles of difference could be like 5 Valraven, so that could be like 21. Even then, that's 1 battle less than him. Oh, which is exactly how many we lost. That's funny. You know what? He might actually be 100% win rate. He might be. This guy definitely isn't. That's for sure. But he might be. It's hard to tell. You know what? I might deliberately just keep 3rd, just so he doesn't think I'm a threat, and then just pass him later. That'll probably work. Unless he's watching the stream, then he knows. But as long as we make 2nd or 3rd, there's really not much of a difference. It's 100 gems. We will still be aiming for 2nd, though. Because still, if we can get 100 gems within an hour of playing, that's definitely worth it. Oh, speaking of that, what am I doing? I should be killing Valraven. Definitely don't want to lose one. We haven't lost one yet. I don't intend to. We might have lost 1 battle, but it wasn't a Valraven battle. Which is annoying when you do lose Valraven battles. You basically lose 3 times. Because you're not only getting the normal lose, but you're also getting the Valraven, which counts as 2 battles. Or, you know, you're not getting it. Okay, I need to stop taking skulls. I actually need that thing to survive, so it keeps blocking the bird. And 1 more will do it. Oops, he's not blocked anymore, but it's enough to kill, so it doesn't matter. There we go. And now we just need a Corvette. I mean, why do I keep calling him Corvette? Now I just need a High Forge. You've been using Azura, Valkyrie, Rowan, and Clockwork Sphinx, and it's been doing well, but you want something a bit stronger. You're level 310. Is that still low level? I don't know what would really be considered low level these days. Personally, I consider low level pretty much anything under 1,000. But, it depends on how much you've been playing the game. But, assumably you just started within the last few months, so that's perfectly fine for that. But yeah, I would still personally say like anything below 1,000 is low level to the degree that once you're beyond level 1,000, you're probably at the point where you can start participating in every single piece of content within the game. Prior to that, things like guild wars, delves, invasions, raids, stuff like that could potentially be difficult. They could still be difficult after level 1,000, but prior to that, they are almost to the point of being impossible. Like trying to do level 500 delves and stuff like that can be really, really hard at like level 500 or prior. But no, for your level range, the team that you mentioned is pretty nice. Being able to build bigger than that really depends on what legends you have, though, currently. Can you just kill Highforge? Okay, I need to start paying attention a little bit more. He's using Highforge himself, so starts doing a lot of damage. That and that thing could just one-shot us out of nowhere. It's 100-something damage. 108. Which definitely isn't small. Especially in this game mode. Because we don't get any bonus stats in this game mode. It's just whatever our base stats are. How's that not dead? That's not good. Oh, good. We actually turned it, though. I need Apothecary just to gain barrier. Just to make sure... Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Hero already had barrier. For whatever reason, I thought it didn't. I wanted to get it just to make sure it didn't poke us. But oh well, we got all of our mana back. Doesn't actually matter. There we go. I guess it's a little bit annoying that I got that kill, but still easy win. We'll take a skull there. Use up of that in rage while we can. Take another skull because why not? Do some damage somehow anyways. And now we're stuck with just this. But that's not really an issue since we could just take skull and then pistol and then just have to deal with that guy. Oh, then again, hasn't he killed us already? Wasn't he the one that got like that double skull earlier and ended up winning? Pretty sure it was. I'm sure should have taken that skull. As long as he doesn't take 3 skulls. He was! I remember because it was off a Doom Skull. Oh no, and he's about to do it again. We're in 2-shot range of dying. So every single time we take a barrier, a brown, we do gain barrier. But he can get rid of that in a single cast. So us having barrier doesn't necessarily help. Oh, there it goes. It did that time. Yeah, he was the one that killed us last time, I remember. Specifically, because it was off that Doom Skull to skull. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we do have a higher win rate than him. Because we currently have 11 battles left. Oh, never mind. Oh, no, never mind. But yeah, it does seem like we're about at the same win rate. The guy who's currently at second. It just depends if he goes for another pack or not. Oh, first place is starting to play again as well. 5th place stopped. It looked like he did a few battles and then just stopped again. But yeah, let's go do another 5. Go claim ourselves what should be 3rd place. And go from there. So we'll do another 5 and we'll probably just end it there then. For now. Obviously, we'll be doing it again later tonight. Probably for like 2 hours or so. To make sure that we do indeed get it. Oops, I meant to take the red to brown, not the red to nothing. Gotta waste the whole turn just to do that now. Oh well. Ragnargord keeps popping up in PvP. Yes, because he's a battle crasher this week. He is pretty annoying. He's actually a really good troop. He's a lot like Mountain Crusher. Mountain Crusher with Titan is way better though. But he's essentially Mountain Crusher Titan. Or he's more so the Mountain Crusher part than the Titan part. But same difference. They're both the cheapest explosions in the entire game. One nice thing about Ragnargord though is you can choose any color instead of just brown. Though of course with Mountain Crusher you have way more benefits like being able to use Titan, constantly gaining barrier, and everything that hero classes have. He's a good alternative when you can't use hero class. Oh, he also has the slight restriction where you need to set a +1 to his color, sometimes both his colors. Whereas Mountain Crusher does not need a +1. You do generally put at least +1 or +2 brown on it, but it doesn't require it for its first cast because you only need 6 mana for its first cast, whereas Ragnargord needs 7. So to Ragnargord to 1 turn his mana, you need to +1, either brown or red or both. Whereas Mountain Crusher starts with 5 and only needs 6. So all you need is just a standard surge and no +1 needed. Best team for dungeons? Literally everything? Pretty much everything. Unless you're like super early game, in which case try running Cockatrice plus Dragonian Monk with like Apothecary and 1 other troop. Maybe like Bullet or something. But yeah, you can run literally anything for dungeons, unless you're super low level. And then you just want to go with Cockatrice into anything. Or any other options that have really high impact. Like Entangle, Mana Drain, Devour, Barrier, stuff like that. Things that can easily take out things that are way higher than you. I know, first place is trying to run away from second place, which isn't even moving. We're definitely not going for first place, though. That's kind of pointless with how far he's going right now. I'm actually surprised how far he's still trying to go, even though almost no one's contesting him. Actually, literally no one's contesting him, unless he counts us. Maybe he sees the rate that we're going at. But we're definitely not trying to pass him. It's way too many gems. Even if we wanted to, the amount of time and the amount of gems just isn't worth it. Anyway, we probably could calculate out about how far he is, gem-wise. Let me actually go do that now. We can figure out approximately how far he is. Just so we know how much it cost him. That information won't really help us, but I'm just kind of curious how much it was. I assume it's somewhere around 4,000 with how far he's gone, which seems a bit pricey. I think 3,000 is about the furthest I would ever go. Unless it was being contested in a way that I think I could actually pass it. I might go to like 3,500 or somewhere around there. But anyways, let's see. Wow, we'd have to triple it. We did about 40 up to that point. But how many packs we did? No, that would be... Yeah, so about 60 would... No. I guess with 40, that would be about that many, wouldn't it? No. It would be more towards 50 or 60 then. So, for every 100... That's approximately... No, it couldn't have been 3 to tier things. How many did we start with? Is the biggest issue here of what I'm trying to figure out. I actually forget how many we started with. Because we end up getting that other 20. I don't know if I should really be counting them. But, yeah, that would approximately be 1,250 gems per 100. Past the initial point. So it's 1,350, then the 1,250. And that would be 3 times over? More like 2.5. So yeah, that is about 3,500 gems then. Approximately. Might actually be a little bit higher than that. That's a lot of gems. Yeah, he should be about 3 to 4 packs ahead of us, is how many he has. Well, actually, probably more so 4, because I didn't count that. The amount that we already had. But, yeah, that's a lot of gems. That's easily, then, probably 3,850 is how much he spent. Most likely to get to where he currently is. Of course, he gets 700 back. But that's about a 3,000 gem power orb, then. Factoring in the fact that you also just get this back. But yeah, he paid about 3,000 gems, then, for 1 power orb. That's, still pretty expensive. But that seems to be about where it lands. But some people do really want to get those power orbs, that's for sure. But anyways, let's keep going. Oops, I didn't mean to go back to the screen. No! That's gonna lag for like a minute. I hate that so much. I started with 68, but we bought another 20. So the amount we actually started at wasn't the actual amount that we started at. Because that was just up to 1,350. Or no, it was up to tier 7, which is 1,850. And then we bought the other one. Which is the main thing that's throwing me off when calculating that. We should just bought them all initially. But then again, we didn't even technically need that other pack. We might still make second without it. But it will guarantee that we make second. And maintain top 2 even if they try contesting it later. And if nothing else, it's EXP towards hero class. And time that we didn't have to grind out Runepriest. Because even though I didn't really factor it in, you do save about... Of course, we're wasting a bunch of time now. Well, not really wasting, but, we're using a bunch of time now to do the class event. But if you factor in... even though we pay 500 gems for that final pack thingy, in order to get the 500 EXP and all the other stuff, mainly the 20 sigils. But that 500 EXP does save us around... 2 to 3 hours of grinding out a hero class. That's not really too bad. That's also about how much time it takes us to use those sigils. But still, that's how much time it ends up saving us in the future. So we're not completely losing out, even if we do overbuy a little bit. I think we're still saving time overall. It's not really worth it for that many gems if you just factor that, but with everything else, it's a nice little extra. He spent 3k gems. No, he spent about 3,850 is about how much he spent. The 3,000 is just how much it actually would have costed him. You know, that's his net cost after factoring in the gems that he gets back. But it actually cost him more than 3,000. Should be about 3,850 is what he's at. Oh no! I did it again! I should have used the other thing. That's about the 4th or 5th time we did it. I'm actually surprised I haven't done it more than that. Oh, I just lost 1 point. Fail. Whoops. I didn't have to lose that 1 point. There we go. Yeah, we'll do these last 2 battles and then end out for now. But yeah, we'll be back later tonight in 6 hours from now. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have another redeem code then, and we'll basically be continuing what we're doing, as well as doing some invasions, probably. But, yeah, we'll be making leaderboard on this, and tomorrow morning we'll have not only a new kingdom, but we'll be opening, most likely, the 2 major orbs and see what's inside. Of course, there's a chance we wouldn't get that, but it's a pretty high probability that we're getting 2 major orbs. I highly doubt that's not going to happen. Chance of it's very, very high at this point. But you never know. It is technically possible someone in those 6 hours will snipe us with a bunch of battles. But it's probably not going to happen. And even if they do, I'll probably notice it a couple hours from now and then start contesting it off stream. Hello, Joe T. I know, I still have so much Christmas food left over. Way too much Christmas food left over. I'll probably still be eating it after New Year's. There's so much. Actually, we might not even need to cook anything for New Year's. We have so much left over. Probably still will do something, but, you know, we definitely have plenty of food around. That's for sure. Yeah, Dwarven Key. I don't know how I feel about that because it does so little skull damage. That might almost get more in the way. It does technically block our blue. Let's get a summoner killed so we don't have to deal with that anymore. What armor are we using? Death Knight. Death Knight's the only armor you ever use in late game. You can cosmetically visually change your armor to whatever you want though. But we are currently using Death Knight as our only one we ever use. There's no point in ever switching out of it if you own it. It's one of the reasons why they added it. Because if you play 100% free to play, you have to keep switching between Dragon Armor and Celestial Armor, depending on if you're farming souls or gold. It gets really annoying. Normally you use Dragon Armor the most, but it does get a little bit annoying over time. I do highly advise if you're planning on playing this game for hundreds of hours to get Death Knight. It just makes things a lot more convenient. I know when I used to have to constantly keep switching it before they added it, it's just really, really frustrating, needlessly. That, or I wish they would add like a mid-range armor, like a 75% armor. That'd actually be a really cool armor to have. Of course, everyone with Death Knight wouldn't use it, but it would be good for everyone who doesn't. But we don't have something like that, unfortunately. Also, they never added a 100% HP armor. No one would ever really use it, which is probably why they haven't added it. But, I don't know. They like gem sinks. I don't know why they wouldn't add a whole nother armor just to add, sink a bunch of gems. Because a lot of people would get it even just for cosmetic purposes. Like, I would spend 500 gems just to get another armor. Even if I had no bonuses, I would literally just get it so we could wear it, because we have so many excess gems. I really wish they would do more cosmetic stuff. They're kind of hesitant to, because the few times they have, like when they tried selling stuff that were cosmetic related, it didn't really sell that well. I don't know, there's a lot of cosmetic stuff, like with pets and stuff, that I think would do a lot better if they were to ever do it. Ideally with gems and not with actual money, but they'd probably make it cost money. But if they like gem sinks, that would be a gem sink that people wouldn't really care about, since it would be cosmetic. And people would still sink it because people want to have their pets look nice and just have more cosmetic stuff. And everyone in late game who has way more gems than they know what to do with would always sink it. It'd be a great way just to get gems away for people who have too many. It's also what the whole leaderboard system's for as well. It's how contested the leaderboard will be is how easily accessible gems are at a given time. So it always kind of just balances out the gem economy. And there we go. I think that's as far as we're going for now. And... oh, I did worse than him. Wow. He had 6 more lives than us. I don't know how many battles he had overall, though. He lost a lot of battles if he actually lost battles, though. If he bought up to tier 7, he lost a lot of battles. But as far as actually losing troops, he technically lost a lot less than us. I lost... wow. Yeah, I lost 12 more troops than him. So there was 12 preventable deaths that we could have done that we didn't. Though that was mainly because I didn't want to waste the time with many of them. There's many instances we could have gotten away with it, but I just didn't bother. But yeah, interesting. Though I think we definitely outdid his win rate, but we didn't outdo his summon rate, apparently. But this is the main one I want to see. Hopefully he'll still be at 120 later. I still want to do those 15 battles now. I might be able to see it off stream if I actually bother doing those. But, I don't know, we have 8 battles left. How far of a gap is that? There's no way to really know how many Val Ravens we'd get from 8 battles, though. I'd assume it'd be about 3 or 4. Let's say 4. So that would be 8, 16. That'd bring us to 121. So if it is indeed 4, that means he lost twice. Or lost 1 Val Raven. Or if it's the other way around, I mean, that means he lost once. No. Yeah, that means he lost twice, because, or lost 1 Val Raven, because we lost once. And if we're 1 battle below him, by the time we even out to 20, that means he actually has perfect score. Which is kind of interesting. Which is definitely possible, because the one time we lost really didn't need to happen. But yeah, he might be perfect score, we'll see. But anyways, that'll be it for now. We're not technically top, well, you know, we're kind of tied on him. But obviously we'll do the rest of the battles later. Still plenty of time in the day. Just go grab a eat. Grab a bite to eat, relax a bit. And yeah, we'll be back later tonight in about 6 hours from now to go finish out this leaderboard, to go get ideally 2nd. Definitely 2nd or 3rd. And let's go from there. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Of course, tomorrow we'll also be back to go and go over the new faction that's coming out. And we'll be doing basically what we did today, just with that, tomorrow and tomorrow morning. And be messing around with that. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful time. Enjoy the holidays. Have a happy new year when that ends up rolling around. And I will see you all later. Goodbye, everyone.